We are live. Welcome back to another quarantine live chat on Friday, as promised, and a little early. Usually we're 9 o'clock, but we start a little bit early. Join us today, our bro, Chris Bowers. What's up, brother?
What's up, man?
Hey.
Oh, that's what I'm talking. That was a welcome right there. Everything's fine for me. I'm good.
Really?
I'm gonna give everybody a nice little visual. Look at this little setup. Look at my setup here, boys.
How about now?
Yeah.
I hear you fine. I just don't hear Sean at all.
You sound like you are in a tunnel.
Damn it.
It's a weak ass headset. That's what that is.
Big echo. Everybody says there's a huge echo.
Yeah, I don't hear color, so I don't hear one of you motherfuckers.
I don't hear color.
All right, we got to stop and go back out and restart. So everybody, I'm kicking everybody out of the studio, and then we're going back in. Something's wrong with somebody's system. We can just identify who it is.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm kicking everybody out. Just everybody go out and then log back in through the link.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, this is just me. Everybody's hearing just me, no echo, right? We're going to figure out who in the fuck it is, and we're going to call them out one by one. So I'm only bringing them in one at a time, and we're going to test for echo. This is how we check for sound issues, guys. And you guys are experiencing this live, a little behind-the-scenes shit. So as each one tries to come in, I'll bring them in one at a time. We'll identify the echo. BT, you're first one in. We're trying to identify the echo. There's no echo with just me.
Okay.
So now there's you.
How about me? Any echo?
No echo, right, guys? Everybody in comments agrees that
No echo?
with BT and I, there is no echo. Sean,
Echo?
you're in here.
1047 Niner.
There is a big echo now.
That's echo. It's Sean. It's all Sean.
Something with your system. We're doing one by one, and when we bring you in, there's an echo.
How about now?
No,
Echo? Is there an echo
no
now?
echo now.
No echo now.
No echo now.
So it's the fucking. Oh,
Huge
you know what
echo.
I was? I
Huge
bet you-
echo.
Huge
let me
echo.
do something.
There's two mic.
There's
You have two microphones.
You have two
picking up.
microphones picking up.
No, I don't have any. I'm not using a microphone. It's just a laptop.
I echo as soon
I
as you
echo
come in.
as soon
for
as
some
you
reason.
come in for some reason.
Like I don't even have my headset plugged in. Let me go back out.
Now there's nothing. I hear no.
All right,
Me and you are fine.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fine. So why don't we just do the show without those two?
Yeah, we'll just kick everybody else the fuck out. There's no
Dude,
echo.
I mean, come on, like the old days, just me and you, bro. I mean, come on. Let's do this.
Hey, Bowers,
Oh, there he is. Shh, 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 shh.
talk.
No, don't tell him. Bowers.
Talk.
No, we can't hear him. Can't hear him. He's
Nope.
moving his mouth. Yeah.
There's no sound from you. Alex.
What's Sean?
Who's Alex?
Alex. Earbud has Todd, you're echoing now.
I am.
But you why but what are you eating, bro?
Okay.
Michael,
I don't hear an echo now.
I'm eating
Hang on a second, BT.
okay.
I have no echo right now.
I think you have to do this when you open up.
Uh-huh.
You have to go to audio and then click disable audio processing. Uncheck that.
Yeah. Well, you want it checked with the blue. I think.
I unplugged the motherfucker.
Okay. And now it's better for you, so whatever works. Okay, so let's bring in Bowers. Bowers, you good? No, we can't hear you at all. Hey, did you invite Alex?
Alex?
Sean, did you invite Alex?
I just told the motherfucker to watch. I didn't tell him to jump in.
He's in here. He's in here. We're about to bring him in.
Fuck it. He's
Alex. What's
Fuck it,
up,
bro.
brother?
What's up? My favorite beef jerky, homie.
I wasn't planning to be on this. I just wanted to watch all of it.
You clicked the link to join instead of the listen, but I like it. Well, hang on there for a second. Bowers, you good? There's no audio, bro.
Fucking
Wait,
mad at Joni.
We're everybody but Bowers.
Why is his audio not working? You somehow muted your thing.
Go to Bowers. Go to Cam Mike.
He
Audio?
can't see any of that shit because he's on a phone.
He's on a
Fucking
phone?
cell phone. Come on, bro.
How cheap is that motherfucker?
Bowers, we need to be able to hear you, bro.
Yo, BT eats like I drink, bro. Heavy and hard.
It's going to time. All right. Well, at some point, we got to get some conversation going. We got Alex in there, dude. We talk about Long Beach Jerky Co. all the fucking time.
Yes, sir.
On here all the time. It's the best beef jerky in the world. BT, remember us telling you about it?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
All right.
Yeah, you were.
This is the
raving
guy.
about it.
This is the guy who makes it with his grandpa's recipe.
That's the dude. That's the
Yeah.
dude. That's the guy. That's the guy.
I
That's
wish I
him.
could hear everybody.
Bowers, are you back?
We can't hear him.
What the fuck?
Alex, where you
And
from?
Bowers is in LA,
Yeah,
right? He's in LA now.
He's in LA. Where you from, Alex? Alex, where you live? Can Alex hear me?
Bowers, go grab. Hang on, Bowers, go grab your lady's Chromebook, start it up, and then go to your Facebook and hit the link there. Because this phone's not working at all. And I also think it must have been causing the echo.
Yep. It wasn't me, that's for sure. Nice.
Wasn't me.
No matter. I mean.
Can you hear?
Acknowledge-
Okay.
acknowledge you
Get on your Chromebook. All right. So, anyway, welcome, Alex. Dude, special
Hey,
guest. Wasn't expecting this.
Wow, me either. I was not expected to talk at all.
Wait a second, Todd. You know what I did? I put the wrong swipe up link. It's gonna make everybody join.
Yeah, I got a guy. People are popping up like crazy because
Oh,
you put the join link on your. Just so you know, Sean sent the join link instead of the listen link to everybody. So we're just letting people pop in that are hitting the link. Welcome to the show. It's great to have you. Hopefully you can hear BT eating spaghetti right now. What's that behind you, bro? What's by your ear right behind you? Is that a fence?
That's a dream catcher. That's a dream catcher.
You got a dream catcher on a fence? Is that a chair in your house?
This is my headboard, bro.
Bro, that's the headboard of your bed?
Made that shit.
You get so much action on that. When you got a fucking fence like that with the fucking dream catcher hanging from it,
Oh man, those girls can fantasize and it comes true.
that's the
You gotta
best.
grab hold of it.
Yeah, you got to grab hold of it. All right, Mike, I'm going to cut you loose. Go back to my go to my YouTube or my Facebook.
Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Thanks for stopping by, though.
This is hilarious.
All right, Alex, miss you, brother. Haven't seen you in a couple years.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. How is the jerky business through
I mean,
COVID?
it's been great up until, all this shit. So,
Right.
yeah. I mean, we're doing okay. We're staying alive, but
Nice.
Jesus, COVID,
All right, Sean's out. Sean's back in. Hang on. We're having all kinds of issues here today.
this is how it works.
I'm here.
This is how-
Sean's back.
I can't. I gotta fix this shit.
What happened?
Fucking put the wrong swipe up, bro. I'm gonna have.
Oh, you were off. All right, I gotta.
Yeah, I can just be watching.
Can Alex hear me? Can Alex hear me?
But Todd, hey, it's great to see you, man. I'm stoked on everything that you're doing.
I'm just coming out with my new shit, but it's fun, dude. I appreciate that. I'm having a good ass time with it for
Yeah.
sure.
There we go.
And you get to do a little bit with the missus too, or miss, or I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Yeah. Soon to be Mrs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
absolutely,
exciting
man.
is that, bro? You're getting married.
I know.
When
this
is
time
it?
this time for real, though.
I know.
When-
Can I say something, Sean?
Yep.
All right. I think Sean's getting ordained. He's gonna marry us.
Oh!
Yeah.
Really?
Hey, man.
Is that real?
That's
Yeah,
real.
real.
That's real.
Fuck yes.
Hey,
That's how we're doing it.
when you get married, Todd? When you get married?
I think toward the end of July.
You think?
Yeah,
That's
as long
what-
as
Todd answer. I think the end of July.
I mean, maybe September, but whatever.
yeah. As long as we can get there, we're not locked down inside this house, then at that point I don't care where we go. But some big cabin out on a lake somewhere, and we just do it there, bring some friends and just party. Then that's all I need.
Like I said, man, go to the lake. Go to Lake Raccoon. Get a houseboat and do that shit, man.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I saw that link to your podcast with your lady. It looked like you guys were going at because she was like, before I moved in, Todd
Go
didn't,
on, I'll wait.
and she had like saying an attitude, and I was like, oh, this ain't good. And I couldn't even watch it because I knew what was coming. I was like, oh, it ain't good. I mean, I've seen bad. I'm like the Black Dr. Phil. I can see shit coming. I was like, oh, this ain't good. So I hope it works for you, buddy. I really do.
Yeah, it's actually outperforming all my others. So it's quickly becoming, other than 1041, the most popular one. So
Good.
yeah.
Work it.
Yeah. I got to send Bowers the password to his girlfriend's account.
Alex, you can't hear me? Alex can't hear me, can he?
My goddamn internet, dude.
Alex can't hear me, I don't think Alex can hear me.
It don't. Hey, Alex is just sitting there waiting to smoke a joint anyways, bro. He lives in Long Beach. Look at him. I told you.
Ready.
All right. This one's a disaster so far. I have to send the link to Bowers' girlfriend, and there's like 7 different Chrissy Kellums, and I can't see.
Son of a.
Works out. Anyway.
Megan, I'm eating. This is chickpea pasta. It's pasta made with chickpeas, and with.
How's Bowers been doing in LA?
Hang on.
Alex.
Oh, he's frozen. Hey, Alex, I love you. I got to cut you out because you can't hear BT for some reason, and it's all right. I love you, and let's stay in touch. It's been too long since I've seen you.
All right.
All right, brother.
Man, I'm sorry. Sorry, it's going like this. Todd, I'm sorry, man.
There's Bowers is back. Well, usually we don't start till 9. As long as we get all figured out by 9, we're in good shape, I think.
Yeah, as long as we don't lose everybody.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
We can hear you great.
Now, okay, can you hear me, Bowers?
Yes.
Can you
Okay,
hear
how about-
me?
Yeah.
Sean's frozen.
Sean's having internet issues. Boy, the
Jesus.
tech is just tough today.
All right, so I can change my audio now. What am I supposed to do with it?
Hit the audio,
Yep.
and then in there where it says disable audio
Have
processing.
the death of all electronics. That's my superpower. When the robots take over the world, I'll stand next to them. They just stop working.
Yeah.
But,
What's happened is a setting that only works for the rest of us is not working for you today. So, but now that that's unchecked, there's no echo anymore. So we're in good shape.
Yeah, I think
We might lose all our viewers right now, but
yeah.
Nah,
probably.
man, the hardcore will stay. The hardcore will stay. The hardcore will
Chris,
stay.
how do I get this top thing off of here?
It only started echoing when he came on.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
it's and Sean said when he clicked that setting that it caused an echo with him as well. So, all right, we're ready to rock and roll now. Sean will be back. He's going to a place where his internet works, and then we'll be rocking. Sorry, everybody. A little half hour of getting everything figured out, but we'll have an hour of gold here.
And
Get
the funny thing about it is we're gonna start at the time we were normally.
I know. This is the time we usually start at 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's funny, man. That's
Oh,
funny.
how was your spaghetti, bro?
Man, it was good. I had chickpea pasta. I never had that before.
Really?
Yeah, chickpea pasta with I chopped up some bell peppers and mushrooms, and then topped it off with some spinach.
So the pasta's made from chickpeas?
Can you hold
Yeah.
it?
Yep. Pasta made from chickpeas.
Guys, this is my first one of these with the cookies. You know what I'm saying?
What is that?
The cookies.
What do you mean the cookies? What do you mean?
Weed cookies.
Why don't you just say it, Todd? Shit, man. I don't know. I'm a dork.
I try not to say it.
I
Hey,
don't know.
Chrissy, how are you?
I don't know anything about that kind of shit. You know, the weed shit. I really don't. I never knew anything about drugs.
I'm learning. Well, me either until, because I was always a cop or in the Marine Corps my whole life.
Yeah, that's
On the
now.
Please don't.
Sean's back.
Here, I'll hold it while you.
Let's see what happens this time. I'm sitting on the router.
You're good.
Nice.
And he's drinking. All right, you're
Hold on, I
drinking.
gotta-
Todd's got
hold on.
weed cookies, and I just ate chickpea pasta. So we're good.
Yeah.
Bauer's got some kind of drink in his hand.
Everybody that's watching right now, shoot this shit to a friend because now the show's starting. It's a half hour of prep.
Yeah.
You guys just watched our big sound video check that we did. And then now it's an hour of fucking gold. Welcome.
That was our opening act.
Yeah.
Nah, that's fucked up.
You know what? If I'm going to be sitting this downstairs by the router, I'm going to have to get a fucking ice machine down here.
You are. Yeah, that would be perfect. We just set you up a little bar with like built around your router, so that when you set around the bar, you have perfect internet.
I want the whole router to be the bar.
Oh, just a giant router with just put a countertop on top of your router. Off of it, we can slide stools underneath.
Oh, that is brilliant. You know what kind of internet you can get?
Fuck, dude. I mean, you're probably gonna get like all your hair is gonna fall out and get giant tumors. You know,
I want a kabillion fucking megabytes a second. What's Bowers doing? He looks like he's trying to fucking fix a flat tire.
Are you putting it on a mount?
I have it on a mount.
Oh.
God, you already look good already.
I'm killing somebody.
I'm feeling good, brother.
You look like you're feeling good.
I've been drinking bourbon and
Can you hear me?
moonshine and
and
eating
cookies?
weed cookies.
Can you hear me with my headset on?
Yep.
I can.
Okay, cool.
I'm the big.
You're really good right now. Hey, let me.
right.
Here's
But
another
I'm
guy
ready.
that Sean sent.
I took all the links down.
I know this guy's still got. Hang on, let's bring him in real quick.
Yo, what's up, buddy?
JR, what's up, brother?
Hello, guys.
Hey,
Hey,
here's
so
what
you-
happened. Our dudes, Sean sent out the wrong link. He sent the link that I send them to be in this instead of what to listen to. So you got that link, and now you're fucking in it. But welcome. Welcome, bro. It's great to see you. You look fucking good, dude. The quarantine is. Whoa, look at that pool.
Nice.
Dang, you got it going on.
Whopping 70 degrees in Wisconsin today.
Oh, you're in Wisconsin, bro, and it's 70 degrees. Damn it. Good for you, man. Hey, you look like your average strapping fucking Wisconsinite dude. Like you look like you could chop down a tree right now in like all of 90 seconds.
With his dick.
Yeah, with your dick. What are you drinking?
Cheese curds.
We got a point beer.
Oh, nice. Good for you, bro. All right.
Well,
Hey,
a little
nice. Good little plug. All right, bro. I got to take you out of here. Go to my YouTube or my Facebook so you can watch, and then we'll keep the show going. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I love you.
All right. See ya.
All right.
Everybody's feeling good. Look like they're feeling good. I mean,
Let's
Todd,
go.
you look so fucking. I don't know,
Dude,
but I would pull
feeling
you over right
great.
now. I would pull you over right now if I saw you. And
You should. I should totally be in jail right now.
That would be super ironic if a black guy pulled over a cop. That'd be awesome.
What bizarro world did I just walk into?
No, you get out of the car.
You know why I pulled you over, son? What the fuck is happening?
Hey, fucking Bowers knows. Bowers was there when I got pulled over, and the cop was being really cool. So he goes, hey, if you know anybody, I'm gonna let you call somebody if you know, and they can come and get you. Otherwise, you're kind of going to jail. And Bowers had me. For some reason, you didn't come, but you got Gardner to come, right?
Well, we call him Mark Plummer now, so no one says his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mark Plummer did come to your aid, but he was blacked out himself.
Dude, no. Here's
Yeah.
the funny part. The funny part is the cop goes, if you know anybody, call us. So I called, and I swear to God, as my witness. He gets out of the cab and he goes, officer, this is the coolest motherfucker you'll ever meet. And I go,
That's a perfect impression.
And I swear to God, I go, no. And the cop goes, all right, take it here. I go, are you? I go, what?
Oh, the white guy who could barely stand up is okay.
I mean,
but
Because BT wasn't drunk, he just didn't have a license.
I know,
because he's black or whatever.
But he literally was stumbling. He literally stumbled on the cab. He goes, officer is the coolest motherfucker you'll ever meet. And I go, he's fucking drunk. And the cop let us go. And I go, you gotta be shit. But I couldn't say shit because I was dirty too. I didn't have a license. I was sober, I didn't have a license. And he was fucked up, but he had a license. So
well,
he didn't have a license either.
No, he's never had a license.
No, he never had a license either. So he was driving suspended as well. They just didn't check it. I guarantee you, he did not have a license.
No, most of our lives knowing him, he did not have a valid license, so he probably was suspended as well.
yeah. But we got through. So I mean, I didn't go to jail, so it was a good night.
Sean, that fucking grill you had going on looked fucking amazing, bro.
That Traeger?
Yes. I got to get one.
Dude, yesterday I was at the store. I went to Walmart, masked up, fucking went into Walmart, deployed into Walmart. And they had meat on sale for your ass. I got more ribs. I got beef ribs. I got barbecue. I got baby backs. I got a fucking huge piece of salmon. I got that Traeger, that smoker.
Yeah.
About last summer. Traeger, I thought they were going to buy a bunch of episodes. They sent me a grill.
No shit.
That's a $2,000 smoker.
Yeah, it is.
So we're all pumped thinking, all right, Traeger's going to buy a bunch of episodes. They send me a $2,000 grill. No, they didn't do shit. They just do that. That's what they do. They make so much money at that company. Their guy in marketing is just Adam Vinatieri got one. I see Luke Rockhold got one. Like, they just find people on the internet that they think that might use them in social media for free marketing.
Yeah, last time you told me you're going to get a $2,000 smoker, we were in Vegas, dude. I didn't know what that meant.
But I was using the shit out of that smoker. Okay, yeah, it was. I made those ribs yesterday in a little 3-2-1 rib system.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you just at the beginning. Now you can douse the ribs a little bit of mustard and then season them. Then you put them in the smoker at 225 for 3 hours. You pull them out. I didn't do the mustard yesterday. I just went seasoning. You pull them out. Then you put them in foil with a little apple juice, a little butter, and then I put some brown sugar and honey in there. And then you seal them up. And you seal the ribs up, put it back in the smoker for 2 more hours. When that's done, pull them out, take them out of the foil, brush them with a little sauce, drop them in for a quick hour, let that sauce get candied up. You pop them out after that hour, and they're fucking ready to rock and roll, dude. They're delicious.
Dude, that sounds amazing. It looked fun. I was getting so hungry. I had to go fucking eat right away. That's why whenever I watch your shit, I have to eat immediately.
Oh, you're going to eat tonight, I can tell.
Oh, yeah. I'll be eating all night long tonight.
That's the cookies, BT.
Yeah.
I know it is. I know a little bit about drill. I know a little bit about that stuff. I know a little bit.
You know, people on the internet love smoked meats, bro. That's what I figured out. That tweet's at like 800 likes, which is a lot for a chef episode.
Yeah.
I average like 200 to 300 likes and like 60 to 80,000 views on Twitter, and that motherfucker blew up today. Which is exciting,
bro. It's the meat is universal. Like, even if you like BT, if you don't eat meat, you will watch the fuck out of a grilling video or a show because it's a beautiful experience. Like, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's like porn. I like to watch it. I wouldn't want to be in one. I mean, that's what it's like.
It's exactly like that.
I mean, not again, BT. Come on.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. There's some amateur porn. I was in that fucking hotel. I know it's Super 8 when I see a fucking Super 8.
Dude, I live in the valley. I recognize every apartment in the fucking porn now. It's like,
I bet.
That party. Oh, I have no party there. Fucking yeah, I know that couch.
Hey, can we talk about how good Bowers is at hanging stuff up on the wall?
I know. Look at all that.
I see Eddie Murphy.
It's like a sports bar.
It's all Chrissy. This is all the shit we had left over from Morty. So I paid $100,000 for this shit. So I figured I'd hang it on my wall.
Right.
It's got some albums. There's a Morty's thing over there. That's our podcast behind us, Todd, me, you, and Jimmy, and Kevin.
Yeah.
And then I would show you the stuff behind the camera, but I had to duct tape my laptop to my tripod to get this shit to work. So I can't turn it around. I guess I can slowly turn it around, I guess. You see, yeah, the whole thing that's stuck on my bed.
That's a nice pad.
And I got all these all this cool shit with like fucking pictures and stuff. That's all.
I think Chrissy's a carpenter.
Yeah, she should be
By the
like.
way, Chrissy, I'm finding out a bunch of crazy shit about her this week, this quarantine thing, right? Because we've been together in 10 years. Fucking the other day, she was like, "Oh, let's cook biscuits and gravy." I said, "We have gravy." She goes, "I'll just make gravy." I go, "What do you mean you're gonna make gravy?" She's like, "Oh, it's just flour." I'm like, I realized I've never combined ingredients that weren't already food to make food. I've never done, I can make fucking pigs in a blanket, but they're pigs and blankets separately, but together they're still you know what I mean? But she took fucking thing that wasn't food, mixed it together, and it turned into food. It was fucking amazing, Sean. I have more respect for you now. I didn't realize that was a thing we did. I didn't know that was a deal. So
that's great.
She hung all this shit up. She knows how to paint. She's been painting. I'm like, when'd you learn how to fucking paint? What is going on?
Look at all the skills she had that she was hiding because she was just it wasn't necessary then, right?
She's like, I'll be a bartender. Now she's like this savant. I love how Sean is Sean frozen for everybody or just me? That's the greatest face of all time.
His audio works.
The weird part is that you guys don't freeze up, so I just hear you, but I'm going to unplug my PlayStation internet. I'm going hardwired, boys.
Oh, go! That's what I am. I run straight with the Ethernet, man. I don't fuck around with the wireless thing.
I have no idea what you guys are talking
I
about.
fell off my stool right when I fucking went away on video.
There you go. Now you're good, Sean. Now you're good.
All right, hold on
Now
here.
you're in there, bro.
Let me put out another tweet. We usually have about 100 people watching right now. We have 35. It's not these people's fault that are watching.
No, that's great. 35 is awesome. That's a double the size of crowd I normally have if I'm doing live shit. 35? Shit, I only need 12 to be funny. Let's fucking go.
The views come later anyway. These are the hardcore fuckers that watch live. That's why we love them. Everybody else watches later the next day. Like Jason Wheatley, Craig Parson, Maria Oliver. Is that a girl that's watching us right now?
Yeah.
Maria, shout out because we don't have a lot of those.
Yeah.
Skylar, Kyle, Stephen Grover, Dylan Allison.
That's my guy Steve from Rhode Island.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Steve is cool as
He's
shit,
cool.
Man. Yeah, I love that. He asked me if I was gonna be on today. I didn't know. I don't like to beg, but I was like, I kind of hope I am.
Well, you're always on. I just fucking forgot. I mean, like, oh, he knows, and then I'm working out a new time with Bowers, and I told Sean I forgot to tell you, so my bad. It's on me.
That was the craziest part about these guys getting famous, BT. Remember when they got famous for Barstool and with Pat and all that? And it was like they were famous, but just to dudes. So it seemed like not as cool.
No
as
girls.
this. You know what I mean? Like all my other famous comic friends, we go out and some chicks want to fuck them, and these are just a bunch of dudes wanting to do Jaeger shots. It's like a monkey paw wish a little bit to me. Like, okay, you're famous, but like, is that the kind of famous I want to be? I guess maybe. Better than me being me, where no one fucking knows who I am. I got 4 friends, and they're all on my posters. I'm just saying, like, fucking, you know.
You know what's funny is that every time there would be like 4 dudes come up to me and Todd at a bar, right? Because obviously only dudes knew us. And then there's just chicks standing around going, "Who are they?
What the fuck?
Who the fuck are these guys?"
And then you just see other dudes leaning into girls' ears going, "No, they're on a podcast with Pat McAfee."
They're like, "Oh, these are the guys that fucking ruin my whole week while he goes to his room and listens to this shit." Fuck.
Oh, yeah. I will so often, like, the girl will go, "Oh, so that's what I'm hearing in the background that you're fucking laughing to all the time? That's a here we go." You're like, yeah. Okay, I get it.
Fucking A,
so
man.
funny,
Fuck
dog.
yeah.
I had Popeyes today, guys. Oh,
Popeyes?
yeah, Popeyes. My girl and her son and daughter make fun of me for saying Popeyes, by the way, all the time. They'll go,
Wow.
"Hey, say Popeyes."
Popeyes.
I
Say
think
Popeyes.
I've never heard anybody pronounce it the way you do.
yeah, I think it's called lazy eye. I think you're pronouncing it wrong. That's what the Morty's dog had was Popeyes.
How to fuck the video, bro?
No, these screenshots are great. It's like just the worst moments of your face is screenshotted for us for like 30 seconds. It's great.
At least
all the moments are the worst.
At least go get us a headshot and put your headshot up there. I mean,
I never seen Sean's headshot. What is
oh, he
his
has some good ones. He has some good ones.
I just use my Twitter profile pic for everything now, bro.
Is that you beating the fuck out of that guy? That'd be my profile pic. You would be that dude standing over that guy.
See, that's a good fucking headshot. I don't have any good shots.
Just tape that to your laptop.
Oh, that's sweet. I like that shit, man. That's nice.
Oh, tomorrow night, Rough and Rowdy. They're going to air one of them. I don't even know which one.
It's the one where you won, right?
I don't think so. No, they just send us promo videos to promote for tomorrow. They're gonna, on barstoolsports.com. They're going to air one of them. I didn't say mine.
Oh, you don't know if you're on it or not. Oh, yeah.
I don't know which one of the 10. They have 10 of them, I think. So
nice.
One of them is going to be it. I don't know which one.
That's a good idea to reshow them.
Well, what is that?
Here's my setup. If you can see my setup, you see the tape under that holding that fucking laptop.
That's some operation right there.
That's how I'm fucking ruling the world right there. That's
look at BT.
Oh, the new headshot for my acting resume.
Get back into the movies.
Denzel Jr.
It's going to do another Tybo series.
Man, I swear to God, I hope he goes on a serial killing spree so I can do a Lifetime movie. That's all I'm hoping. I really do. I hope he goes on a killing spree,
dude,
and the whole world sees it, and then I can do the movie.
BT, do you remember when we ran into each other at the airport in Atlanta? we were like, you were going to one gig, I was going to a gig, and like I was sitting down, you walked by, and I'm like,
Yes.
BT, and you're like,
Yes,
oh
yes.
yeah, and you came over, and then I was like at a coffee shop, or no, I was having a beer, I think, and then BT comes and sits down for a minute, and we talked for about 15 minutes maybe, and he's got to run and catch his flight, so he leaves, and this dude next to me rolled over, dude, and he goes, dude, how do you know Billy Blanks? I swear to God, it was beautiful.
So BT, don't wait for this. Fucking take fucking responsibility. You go kill a bunch of people, but you look like that motherfucker.
Oh, pin it on Billy Blanks.
Yeah, throw some of his DNA around. Then you play him in the movie once he gets convicted. And at the end, you go, "That was me, motherfucker," and then you go to fucking Acapulco or whatever.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Billy Blanks does a killing spree in Indiana. And,
No. You got to go to wherever he lives.
He lives where you live. He lives in California.
Come out here.
Because
people travel.
No, listen. When I used to live in L.A., I went to when he was really big. In fact, I went to his studio and I go, "Hey, where's Billy?" I go, "Where's Billy at?" And they go, "We can't tell you that." And I said, "Okay, that makes sense." And I left before they talked. That's a true story.
You walked away, and then one security guy looked at the other, and he goes, "Did you see how Billy Blanks just tested us right now?" And we held tight. I'm like, "No, Mr. Banks, I can't tell you where Mr. Banks is right now."
Yeah, man, that's a true
I thought
story,
it was
bro.
Sting, the worst undercover boss ever. Wear a wig or something stupid. You look just like you.
That's fucking funny. That's hilarious. Undercover boss. Like, yeah, whatever, Billy. You're not Billy.
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
What about a show called Undercover Crossed, and it's people pretending to have lazy eyes?
You're fucking drunk. You're fucking drunk.
Undercover cross.
No, I'll straighten my eye, and I'll straighten my eye like this and walk around and talk to people. But I'm undercover crossed, and I'm like, yeah, but they don't know that they're blurry to me because I'm faking a straight eye.
Wait. So you can uncross them if you want to. You just choose not to, like a dick, your whole life.
Yeah, it's a choice. Yeah, it's a choice.
What fucking?
You're so lazy. You don't make your eyes straight on purpose. That's fucking great.
No,
That's focus, man.
I can make it come in if I just cross them a little bit, but it's still it's blurry as shit. And I'll be banging in.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah.
So they look straight, but you can't
That
see.
looks weird.
Right now,
that
it looks straight.
That does look weird. It'd be like me.
Yeah.
It'd be like if you saw me with a big dick. It just wouldn't feel right.
Something's wrong here.
Can I show everybody my buffet right now?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right. So this is this. It's
What is
Cedar Ridge. It's from Iowa. This company in Iowa. It's bourbon. It's good. And then I have this, which is moonshine.
Oh,
I was brought a fresh jar just a little bit ago.
And that tongue is getting heavy too.
And then I have the Yingling.
Triple down.
Just the steady in between. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I have these. This is a good night so far. Good night.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm just drinking beer, but this is my second of 3 shows tonight, so I can't get too blasted until after my Zoom show. That's after this. After this, I have a Zoom show at 7 in somebody's living room for like a bunch of CrossFit people or stuff. I got this buddy who keeps booking random CrossFit groups, and we just go do comedy for him. So like he's real in shape, and he like does the first part. Then I come in like with a rebuttal. Here's my fat ass talking to CrossFit people, and then we just do fucking comedy. So I got one of those at 7 Pacific.
Are people like lifting tires and shit in there when they're listening to you?
Nah, those are all flab. They're all flabby now. Dude. This dude has like he just started comedy. He's got these fucking shoulders. I go, man, if you put the energy you put into your shoulders into comedy, you're gonna be fine, man.
I knew a guy who used to do CrossFit flipping tires over. When he stopped doing, he got a job at AAA, and he used to change tires. And one time, a tire rolled down a hill, and he was like, "No big deal, I'll be right back." And he flipped it back up the hill real easy.
Are you serious?
A little tire, and he was used to the big tire.
This technique.
And that name was BT. All right.
That'd been better if you weren't.
Yeah, I know. I fucked it up.
Everybody fucking getting lit except for me. Next week, I'm gonna give me a 6-pack of Smirnoff Ice.
Nice.
I'm gonna get fucking toasted. Watch.
Love
I'm gonna
it.
get toasted.
Love it.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Drunk BT is a fun BT. Usually it's Starbury mojitos, not Smirnoff Ices.
But when he gets drunk, he's a good time.
Yeah,
you're a good time anyway.
Yeah.
Who's ever seen me when I'm drunk? When did y'all see me when I'm?
We were somewhere, and you had about 4 or 5 mojitos, and you were feeling good.
TJ Fridays, Keystone at the Crossing.
Yes.
6 strawberry mojitos, and you were extra BT. Like BT, like this is BT with a filter, which is crazy.
Yes, because all I do is I get louder, and I everything is louder, and I'm more I never get mean. I just like everything's more animated, more loud. People are like, what is wrong? But I'm happy. I'm always
You're always positive. Yeah,
always
that's a gift from the gods.
Yeah, I always have so it's a better time. But so it's a good time. So it's good. It's good. I'm a good drunk.
You're a great drunk. My favorite BT moment, I don't know if you remember this BT, but we were at the Morty's open mic, and there was this terrible comic on stage, and he's had some joke about having a black girlfriend, and we both were like, fuck. And then he made some joke about whipping her or something, and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. And you go, well, did you not expect it to be racist? I go, oh, no, I thought it was going to be like 1960s racist, but not 1860s racist. Shit. That guy backed up 100 fucking years on us. Jesus Christ.
That's so good. I remember that shit. Yeah.
Dude, one time I was doing a show at a weed shop in Hollywood, and it was at the back of the weed shop. It was like an old bar, but they didn't serve liquor. And they just you rented bongs off the shelf of the bar.
Nice.
And then you did a show, right? And this was like in probably 2007 or 8, maybe. Uncle Joey Diaz got me this gig. And I'm doing the gig, and I'm in the back of the room with Leslie Jones before Saturday Night Live, right?
Yeah.
And this guy goes up, and he is absolutely racist and horrendous, like the worst set. And I'm in the back of the room with her.
So not good racist, not the good kind of racist, huh?
Well, I mean, before he got racist.
No, not the good racism we all like. Those jokes. Bad racist jokes. Just to make sure we're clear. Okay, sure.
Well, before he started into the racist stuff, he was really unfunny.
Yeah.
And then he topped off his unfunniness trying to fix it with something he thought was funny with this corny racist joke. And I'm in the back of the room with Leslie Jones, and she's getting fucking heated up, bro. And she was up next, and she was like, "Oh, this motherfucker, dude, fuck!" She's yelling shit, right? He comes off. She don't even do a set. She just goes off on this fucking guy. I mean, she might have fucking swung on a dude, but I've never seen somebody so pissed off and go up on stage and just fucking light somebody up. And it was like, it was just, I mean, it was unbelievable. And everybody was stoned out of their minds, so they're just like there was no real reactions. They were just like, oh, what's going on here? Oh.
So you've never seen Miss Pat on stage ever? Jesus.
Hey, I would love to see a Rough and Rowdy with Leslie Jones and Miss Pat. Ooh, that would be a good one.
Dude, I would pay $180 to watch that.
You know what? I love Miss Pat, but I think Leslie would get her.
Maybe more nimble.
Yeah.
Does she have that wheel that Miss Pat does? Because I tell you, you're gonna have to kill Miss Pat to win. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
she has to go out.
Hit by a dump truck, motherfucker. She wishes Leslie Jones would.
Hey, but they both come from separate hoods. Miss Pat comes from the hood. Leslie comes from the West Compton. Man, you get those two together, East Coast versus West Coast, dude. We should pay-per-view that. and talk to them. And let me tell you something, man. I would love to see them two stroke. Those are two,
I would too.
Those are two rough ass women, and they can go. Man, that would be brilliant. Get done.
It would be brutal too. It would be one of those fights that we'd be like, "Oh, this is awesome." Then we'd be like, "Oh," because they'd be like trying to dig somebody's eye out of their head or something.
Well, Leslie Jones' knee is so bad. Even on her special, she had a knee pad. Remember, she had like a knee brace on her knee on her special. So if Miss Pat can work get inside,
he's gonna sweep the leg for sure,
and make her go lateral.
Just roll on it.
Yeah, and she rope a doper and make. That would be a good food. That'd be a good one.
All right, here's the Netflix show. Here's what we pitched to Netflix. It's a half-hour stand-up from each one of them, and at the end they fight.
You guys were probably going to get them on Netflix anyway, but what if at the end they fight?
By the way, that'd be great for all comedy specials. I'd take Chris D'Elia versus Mike Malone. I'd take fucking.
That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. I like that one.
I was watching Chris D'Elia special, and I said to Chrissy, I go, somehow Chris D'Elia is simultaneously better looking and worse looking than Mike Malone. How is that weird? Is that weird? Is that just me? How is that both things happen simultaneously?
Hey, so obviously, I posted that promo video so they could promote Rough and Rowdy for tomorrow night.
Mhm.
And then that's when all the boxing hardos come out, right? So like whenever I do, like if I do barbecue, then the barbecue hardos show up, and that's not how you do it. If I do fucking macaroni and cheese hardos show up.
Oh yeah.
Well, today I get this fucking message from this. He calls him. He's a bona fide Indiana corn-fed hillbilly, is what he tells me. Here's the message he sends me, right? With all due respect for your content and your grind, please box me at Rough and Rowdy, you pussy. I'm a motherfucking corn-fed Indiana boy, and I promise I will lay you the fuck out. You take easy fights and you think you're fucking tough? Please accept this challenge and fight me. You fought scrubs. Get in the ring with me, you bitch. I want to shut the fucking tough guy act you have going on right the fuck out. We don't even have to do it in Rough and Rowdy, even though I'd love to kick your ass in front of a shitload of people. We could do it anytime, any place.
Dude, if you replace the word fight with fuck, it's the same message.
Dude, he went for broke. He'd be like, by the way, big fan, but hey, you piece of shit. With the white glove right across the face.
So then he goes, so I can't see his profile pic. He doesn't have one, right? But he has followers. But we have one friend in common that follows him. So I went to that person and I said, can you send me a picture of this guy, please? Because he says he's going to beat my ass. He's some big, fat, humongous, strong monster. So then she sends me the picture of the guy. And it's this guy. He's probably 5'4". And I send him a picture. At the top, I have a little thing scrolling up here that says "short and angry." And then I put on there, bro. What are you, 5'3"? You couldn't throw a punch to save your short, fat life. Grow up, man. And he messaged me. I'm 6 foot tall, pal. And I messaged the person again. I go, how tall was this guy? And the girl's like, well, I'm 5'8", and he used to look up at me. And this guy is lying to me. He wants to fight me in the DMs, and he's lying about his height, dude. Oh, it killed me, bro. He fucking hated it.
You're like, come on, young Joe Pesci. Calm the fuck down. You're not knocking anybody out.
I like the way Sean read that. Sean, you should do children's stories.
You should.
The way you fucking read that shit, I was like, that's good.
There's a fucking wolf. I'm going to fucking huff, and I'm going to fucking puff, and I'm going to fucking house down. You stupid fucking pigs. The kids are like, oh my God, it's like, I'm ready.
Now go to sleep, kids.
We put them in a hole.
Unbelievable. It's so funny how many people say that shit, dude. It's so fun, bro.
Fucking love it, bro.
I can't believe, like, they really want to fight. They want you to be like, okay, let's go, because then they're on the camera with the banner back and forth. It's like, dude, I'm not just gonna randomly help you become a star in Barstool by you calling me a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And a pussy.
That's a bad strategy. You're right, Tom.
Yeah.
That is so funny, bro. That is so funny.
Now, you also, there are guys that come hard on mac and cheese. There are guys who are like beasts about mac and cheese, but like, doesn't that kind of lose all your cool points when that's what you're arguing about?
I think so too. When you're a hardo about mac and cheese, it's like, what is your life about, bro?
Hey, that's how you make quiche, you pussy. It's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, I got one better. I did fucking Swedish pancakes last week, right?
Yeah.
And I knew that the crepe hardos were going to show up, right? so I said out there, I clearly said during the episode, this is not a crepe. Those are paper thin. I'm not that good at making this shit. This is a Swedish pancake.
Yeah.
This is a fucking crepe. I know a crepe when I see it. Where's the eggs, bitch? Like, oh my God.
Just the mentality of that. To follow something, you have to call them names. It's just so funny to me.
Dude, that Swedish pancake looked fucking good. That was
my girl busted that out of nowhere, and I was like,
better than a crepe. Because I'm not a big crepe fan. Crepes look delicious every time, and I fall for it every time. Like if I'm at IHOP, I'm like, give me the crepes. Look at the fucking whipped cream and strawberries and shit in it. And I'm like, yeah, give me that. And it always disappoints me because the texture of it is kind of like, oh, are we a pancake or an omelet? You know what I mean? It's like it's. So I like the Swedish pancakes way better.
You know, they're delicious and they're so fucking easy to make. My girl out of nowhere the other day busted it out.
Sean, you want to know who's on right now? The comments. Nick Catanzarita. Dude, shortstop. I almost said his name wrong. I didn't want to say it wrong because he's so Italian.
I've never said his last name.
Nick Catanzariti. Nick Catanzariti, I believe is how you say it.
My cell phone is Nick Softball.
I know. I just have Nick C in there. This dude he's the fastest white person definitely the fastest Italian I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, quick, bro.
I mean, for an Italian kid, dude, he was fucking lightning. He's like a 4.2 40 guy out there on the softball field. It was incredible. Like I would play next to him on third base, and if I'm aging a little bit, so those in betweeners, like a ball that should be mine, evidently, but it's only like 8 feet behind my position. So I'm like, oh, and then there would come Nick, just catch it for me. Like, all right.
Well, no offense, it's not really that hard. I mean, if he's 10 years younger than you and he's not drinking moonshine, of course,
he was hammered.
Every
time. We had a guy on our softball team. He was one of those dudes. I did a great bit on it one time and never could recreate the bit. But this fucking guy, he would get so mad when everybody made a mistake, but he never caught the ball. He would think he was Derek Jeter at third base. This is my impression of this guy, right? Like he would let the ball, he would dig it way deep and then try to do the cross body and he goes backwards to first base. I'm at first base like this. I'm 6'2" with a nice little wingspan. I probably cover a good 8-foot window.
Right.
Piece of shit is thinking he's Derek Jeter over there doing a little spin from third, and I have my arm in the and it would fucking clear the whole dugout and everything. Buddy, live in your means, my man.
Just wanted that.
The ball went on the other field from third base, bro.
Yeah, and the bases are only 60 feet apart. Like you don't have time to let it bounce past you.
I have my hand fully in the air, and I'm like this.
It's a strong arm, though. That's a strong arm, though. I'm hitting the pitcher from third base, so if he can get the ball way over your head, that's just put it in the right field or left field, and fucking
BT, did you ever play any sports that weren't like beating people up sports? Because you're really good at jiu-jitsu and wrestling, but I didn't know if you played basketball or baseball or anything.
I never liked basketball. I like to foul, so yeah, I never played basketball.
Yeah.
It was I played football when I was a kid, but I was kind of fat, so I played on the line. You know, like the coach. Honestly, I was on the offensive line.
Yeah.
So one year, the coach went with a stereotype. He goes, "You know what?" He goes, "Let's put you at running back." And I said, "Okay." And I swear to God, he handed me the ball, and I closed my eyes, and it happened twice. He goes, "All right, get back on the line." So all I did, I played football, and then after that, I just wrestled. So, I played baseball 1 year, and I broke I was a catcher, and I broke my finger, so I was out for half the season. But when I came back, I'm not gonna lie, when I came back, I was the shit. They put me in outfield. I remember I was chasing a ball. This guy was rounding second when I threw it, and he saw that he wasn't gonna make it, and he turned around at between second and third to go back to second, and we tagged him out. My fucking my arm was strong.
Nice.
I don't know why I didn't keep playing baseball. I fucking love baseball. I love playing it.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know. Wrestling was it though for me. So yeah. I wanted to do that, and I wanted to race cars.
I made that same play once at MOB the show, and it was the shit. I spun, and Ken Griffey Jr. fucking for my all-star fucking all-time team fucking threw that motherfucker out at second. I don't know why I quit playing that game either. Get old, your priorities change. You can't just fucking be a young man anymore.
Okay, here's a good question. Okay, if you could go back in time, Todd and Sean, what sport would you play?
I would have played golf for sure, just so I could be better at golf today. Like golf is you don't know when you're in high school. You're like, I want to do one of the cool sports or whatever, and that's why I did tennis. But I'm
a Marine playing tennis. Marine tennis playing tennis.
But I also had wrestling and baseball, and I'm like, I'm not going to add another sport. Like, it was like either play baseball or golf. They were the same season. But now I know golf lasts you the rest of your life. Like, if you're good at golf, that benefits you the whole rest of your life. The fact that I was good at baseball means fucking absolutely nothing to my life right now. It just means my shoulder hurts all the time. That's all it means.
Yeah.
I would have started jiu-jitsu at like fucking 10, bro.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
No shit.
Without a doubt.
I'd have played female basketball more. I'd have been on the women's basketball team if I could figure that out.
Yeah.
At least set some picks and fucking get some rebounds. I
Knock
would
a
have
bit
scored
slower.
even then, but
Yeah, but golf for sure. I wish I was like some kind of thing going on with golf.
Yeah. Because all my buddies that were on the golf team, even now, like they're all like good recreational golfers. You know what I mean? Just because they played 4 years in school. I'm not that great. But also, I'd have wished I would have started wrestling. Like,
Yes.
I didn't go, I went to school, didn't have wrestling until 7th grade. So I didn't really discover it until my sophomore year. I wish I would have started that shit at like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
But at least you didn't get, but you didn't get burned out, which is good though. You know what I mean? Or did
Yeah,
you?
but I want my ears to be fucked up. I just wanted at all times to be able to flip people on their head.
I wish I had the Chris Lytle ears.
I know.
Yeah.
I started wrestling at 5, but once they took my uncle away to jail, it kind of lost its luster for me. And
This isn't how you wrestle?
I kept getting disqualified. I'm like, fuck, my bad. That's how I was taught. I just called a fucking reverse spin move. I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to put my dick in there. Okay.
I wish I would have done surf as a kid.
Surf?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It would be so cool to be able to surf well. I mean, there's no way.
Indiana, but yeah.
It is, but like if you're, I would move to California. Like if they were like, hey, instantly I can snap my fingers, you're a great surfer. I'd be like, all right, I'll live in LA. I don't care if I starve on the street. I'm still gonna be cool in California because I'm a good surfer. You know what I mean?
How cool would be go to the beach at Kings Island, like the beach when it opens back up?
Oh yeah.
And bring a surfboard to that fucking wave pool, like just a full size surfboard, and you're just fucking rocking it out. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, it would.
I almost died trying to surf in my mid-20s or so.
Really?
Yeah, my Alex, well, his partner Casey, they and my other buddy Jeff. There's a good spot south of LA in Long Beach called San Onofre. It's not all the way to San Diego, but it's about halfway, I'd say. And we go camp, right? You cook out in the morning, you wake up, you cook, and then they gave me the biggest surfboard you've ever seen. And I'm like, yeah, I'll go try. Whatever, I'll figure it out, right? So I go, and you have to lug the fucking boards like a good half mile minimum, right? I'm walking down. There's 100 guys walking down there. I get down there, the wave, and you don't know, like, you see on TV when the shit just breaks over, and then you're like, oh, it breaks here. You just ride it right there. You don't see how deep it rolls before it breaks,
Uh-huh.
So I get all the way down there, and there's probably 150 guys surfing. I'm the only dumb fuck without a wetsuit on. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. These guys are just pussies, right?
So, he's wearing a hoodie. It's not a wetsuit. He's got a hoodie on.
Yeah. I get all the way down there. The water's like 30 degrees, first of all. So I just say, fuck it. I've walked this stupid surfboard a mile down the street. I'm going to go down here and try it. I start paddling out. And as I'm paddling out, the wave is like building this way. And I'm going in, it was almost like downhill before you even get to this side of the wave. And I'm overwhelmed with it was definitely the most scary anxiety of death feeling of my life, where I was just like, I'm in full panic mode as I'm looking at this 50-foot wall of fucking water.
Like you're not going to come up. Yeah, you start to get that feeling like this is it. I'm not going to make the top.
It was so overwhelming and humongous and powerful. And I'm just like, what am I doing, dude? And I get fucked. And then you come up on it before it even breaks. It hasn't even broke yet. So it's coming like this before it falls over. And I'm all the way up there, and I must have fucking fell backwards a good 20 feet. I fell backwards 20 feet. I'm in the water scrambling, feel like I'm going to die. I fucking come up out of the water. I take that stupid fucking surfboard, and I got right out. That was it. It was a one-time ride. I sat there and watched my friend surf all morning. Well, I was happy to be alive. I've never felt that death.
Well, you just described my first divorce, Sean. So I did. I'm there. I'm with you. The wall, and you're almost gonna die, and you fucking just walked right out of there and left. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh shit!
But I didn't get stabbed with scissors like Todd, but fuck, it was scary.
The wounds are real.
I didn't hear that story. Well, I want to hear that. What happened?
You never been stabbed by a girl with scissors before?
I
You don't know how to fuck. You got to really lay it down for a girl to want to stab you with scissors.
Oh, I want to hear this story. I want to hear this fucking story. Yeah, tell me this story. What happened?
It's a quick story, BT. Todd's second wife stabbed him with scissors. He left her 2 years later.
Yeah.
Heartwarming story. He stayed 2 years after she stabbed him in the stomach with scissors. I mean, come on.
Yeah. That was a great marriage. I'm like, I don't think what you're saying is correct. Ugh, scissors. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it wasn't even like he fucking cheated on her. He just like, I think you're wrong, and she fucking went scissors to the gut.
Are you serious?
I'm like, this might not work. I don't know. This marriage might not last. You just literally penetrated my upper torso with scissors.
Oh, do we want to go to marriage counseling? No, I need a hostage negotiator, motherfucker. What are you doing?
and you gave it 2 years after that. You gave it 2 years. Oh, dude. Good for you, man. You're not a quitter, Todd.
You know how we do. Yeah.
No, I don't.
No, BT will break up with a chick if she doesn't use a fucking chip clip. He's fucking out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, exactly.
You would.
Hair trigger on BT.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't play that shit. Yeah, you're on a short leash. On a very short leash. Because honestly, I really don't want to be in that relationship anyway.
That's what. Yeah, you look for any excuse.
I'm a one-hit kind of dude, man. I'm great like that. But so if it comes to relationship, I'm like, oh man, if anything comes up, I don't like, boom, I'm out. You know. So yeah. So.
Are you really opening potato chips in my truck right now? Oh, okay, good. You're done. You're done.
By the way, do you have a valid driver's license?
He pulls over to the rest stop. She's like, "Oh, do you need to go to the bathroom?" No, we're breaking up. Get the fuck out. You don't chips in my truck.
Hey, one time I was dating this chick, and I had flown to Arizona to get my license fixed. I had been suspended for like 2 years.
Sure.
I flew in that night. The next morning, I'm going to the DMV to get my shit taken care of and go back to California. I fucking fly in. I'm driving her car like a dumb fuck. I don't know why I'm driving. I'm this masculine guy over here.
So you get roadhead. I get it. Solid strategy.
No. I was fucking driving, and a crackhead comes running across the street. I didn't hit her head on, but she hit the side of the car.
Like a deer runs into the side of your car. This crackhead's like, oh.
She hit the side of the car, and the window broke off. The rear view mirror, I'm sorry.
Side view, yeah.
So the side view mirror breaks off, and I pull over, and we're like, oh, shit, we got to switch spots. I got to fucking renew my shit in the morning. So we switched spots. The bus pulled over and had our back, saying, oh, no, I saw the whole thing. The crackhead came running and hit
the crackhead.
I don't know, right? I go, what the fuck?
This crackhead just like the movie Crazies, you know, like one of those people. She's all cracked out.
That reminds me of that deer we saw got hit that time. Sean, on 465. This deer, BT, on 465, 8 lanes of traffic.
Right.
It comes out of the yard and it fucking runs, and we're like, oh my! He misses all 4. It's rush hour. All 4 sets of cars, lanes of cars on our side. Yeah. Jumps the median like a beast, and we're like, go deer, go! And then just boom, and it flies 80 feet in the air. I've never seen anything higher in my life. It was insane.
Dude, it was wide open on our side. That thing was monstrous. It comes running across, launches the median like it was a fucking stick. As soon as it landed on the other side, we had the best seat possible. I've never seen any living thing go flying that far in the sky, bro.
Yeah. And it made good jerky. It made great jerky too. So it was a solid. That's actually where $20 chef started. We pulled over, we picked up that deer, he cooked it on the internet, and fucking there you go.
Deer, it's incredible how high deer fly when they get hit by an oncoming car. They instantly shoot just a weirdly high fucking ceiling, and then boom, it's incredible. That's weird things that state troopers know. I don't know. It's weird.
Say, like you're out there murdering deers, Todd. That seems a little creepy. you know, it really flies high as a fucking baby. You ever hit a baby? God damn.
Nice.
That year, that was like right when I first moved there, or you had picked me up from the airport before we even had moved there. We were going back to the Bra Ripple house or something.
Yeah. I just remember that was like we were like, oh, I mean, we lost our minds. It was crazy. It was one of the craziest things we've ever seen.
Insanity. watching that shit.
And by the way, when you see crazy shit, Sean Latham is the best person to see crazy shit with because he's so fucking emotive and just so fucking. He's like, oh shit! And if I was sitting to myself, I was like, oh dear. He's like, oh my god! It was like WWE, man. It was awesome. Every emotion. I can't imagine what it's like to fuck you, Sean. It's got to be so fucking like, oh yeah. I mean, I can't even fucking fathom it. It's got to be like so fucking emotive and excited and fucking complimentary. I bet your dick makes that noise.
It's like when remember when I kicked Nick Moraldo on the head, who had the helmet on, and it was I accidentally kicked him so hard and so cleanly, like across the ear hole down the jawline, that everybody else in the building just went couldn't speak, like they were like, oh my god, and then all you can hear in the video is Sean going,
yeah, that's Sean. You don't want to die in front of Sean because he's already in front of you the whole. Your last breaths are gonna be him going, you fucking idiot!
Oh my god, bro.
like Nick was like literally over the trash can, like trying not to throw up afterward, and you can still hear Sean like, oh my god,
dude. You know what? Listen, I don't have time to be passionate. I mean, to be compassionate.
I loved it.
People make dumb decisions.
Yes,
okay?
You're right.
I get to eat popcorn and be happy to watch it. Now I don't want to get hurt, but listen, I don't want to see a train wreck, but I'm not turning it away. When your foot connected to that helmet, because I was already like, this is not a good idea. I was like, helmets aren't that padded on the side.
I know, and I love Nick too. I felt so bad because I knew how bad it hurt my foot, and by the impact, that it really hurt to be him. You know what I mean? I was like, oh no. Like, that really hurt me. Yeah.
Dude, it was the perfect sound. Like, I could still hear that fucking thump noise. You caught him, and I was just like,
it was a weird sound. Yeah.
He instantly died and couldn't get a fucking enough of it, bro.
Nick's tough, dude. He is tough.
I came across that video not too long ago, and I just kept on fucking hitting play for the
I know. It plays so well on loop. With your laugh was perfect. Yeah, it's the sick sound that my foot makes when it hits his ear hole. And then Sean's laugh immediately afterward because you're like, yeah, it's great.
I wish I could pull that up right now. It's so far deep, though. Who fucking knows where it is? But
it's probably been scrubbed.
Oh,
hey, Sean, who was the adult film star in her sugar daddy that came to Boston? Who was that?
Huh?
Thomas May said, remember that adult film star and her sugar daddy that came to Boston? What happened there?
My girlfriend would know her name. They follow each other.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know. I forgot her name, but we were at the Boston show at Boston Laughs. I had a one-nighter on a Sunday on a fucking Patriots playoff game or some shit. Which
fun. Yeah.
It was a sold-out show.
Exactly what you want.
Yeah.
That was the night I met Steve from Rhode Island and Tom from Boston. We all hung out the same night.
Yeah.
And no, this girl comes and she's having a good time and she's talking to my lady. Everybody wants to talk to my girl. Like my girl's like they all radiate to want to talk to her.
Right.
Yeah.
And
well, she's the only girl within 100 miles, so I get the point. And she's awesome, but
we're sitting there and everybody takes pictures. We're hanging at the bar and she's telling my girl and she's a fucking adult film star. And I'm like this. Oh yeah, we're all one of those, right? And then we go back and we look and she's got like 250,000 followers. Like she was legit.
Wow.
You don't know her name.
I have to look through my girl's friends list. I forgot her name.
Well, we got time.
But you know what she did first? She told us first that she was dating Riff Raff, and we're like, yeah, so are we. Like, this girl's full of stories. And then we looked and it was all fucking true. And she was there. Oh no, this guy's just my sugar daddy. It was really awkward. Like, hey, good job, buddy.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, that was a pretty fun night. Steve from Rhode Island fucking got shit faced. We all go to eat. We all go to eat at the restaurant afterwards. And he goes, I'll be right back. He eats his clam chowder, drinks a Bud Light, and then he fucking goes and never comes back. He goes. He just goes and fucking sleeps in his car.
I fucking love that dude. He just hit me up, I think, the last couple of weeks. I fucking love that guy, man.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome.
He's going to be the best fish, bro.
Yeah, we should go to Rhode Island and do a show there, man.
Well, no, we should, but we need to go on I want to go fishing on that boat.
Yeah, that's priority one. We're going to catch some big-ass fish.
Yeah, he goes 20 miles out and shit.
I'd take going anyway at this point. Fuck,
right? Yeah, just outside of these fucking four walls.
Yeah, if I could go to Dave and Buster's, I'd be excited. Fucking Rhode Island.
Wait, Tom from Boston said So I guess the guy that had the sugar daddy porn star, or the porn star sugar whatever, Tom said he used to clean the guy's clubs at the country club. That's so funny.
No shit.
Yeah, that's funny. I didn't know that part of the story.
Nice. Who's Mary Z? Mary E says Bowers comedy is a bit of a hunk. If I won't lie.
Oh, wow.
Mary, last initial E.
I didn't know there were girls listening to this. That's great.
We have a weird amount of them. Humphrey Bear says, "Do you guys mind if I touch?" So Humphrey Bear, I'm guessing Bear pays special attention to the bear part of the name. We know where that's coming from, Bowers.
Have you ever seen a group of gay
Humphrey
bears
wants a little hug.
Have you guys ever seen like a group of gay bears in the streets?
No.
I mean, I go to family reunions, but other than that, no.
Are you talking about the guy that got killed by the gang of angry gay bears?
No. I'm talking about truck driving ass.
Oh, I thought you meant real bears that were gay, because there used to be a real issue.
Are you serious?
Yeah, in North Dakota, like, dude, the 84 to like 89, these bears that were gay, like real wild bears that are gay, went fucking crazy. Like killed like 189 people.
Oh yeah.
How did they know you were gay though? How did they know you were gay?
I want to see Tony's face right now as Todd's trying to convince her of this fucking gay bear bit. It's so fucking great. Oh my God, Todd, I fucking love you. You almost beat two gay bears in Montana. This is fucking great.
How did they know they were gay? How did they know the bears?
Because they only fucked bears of their own species.
Really?
Well, that's how you get identified as a gay bear. What do you think? How do they know they were gay?
Oh,
they were fucking their own sex.
Oh,
well, maybe that's all that was available. Kind of like being in prison. Like you're not really gay, but
they're prison bears. No, that makes more sense.
Maybe they're prison bears, and when they got out, they were like,
"I know, bitch. I just been in here a while. You know, grrr."
And by the way, drunk ass Steve from Rhode Island is trying to say that his truck got hit in the parking lot. You were drunk and you hit somebody, then you parked.
That's exactly what happened.
Hit in the parking lot. One time I was doing a gig in San Francisco. It was just like before, like you had full on eye maps and shit on your phone. You know, when you print off fucking print off what was that map everybody went to?
MapQuest.
MapQuest. No,
MapQuest. Yeah, they're called wireless directions. When you have a map, it's called wireless directions.
Okay,
go ahead.
So I have my MapQuest out. I'm trying to figure my way to this gig in San Francisco. I get there like early on a Sunday afternoon, and I get off and it must have been like how there's like the pretty gay boys, and then you got the bears dressed up in the leather.
Right.
They look like they're big and curly and hairy and chubby.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
BT, you know how when a bear
never clicked.
It kind of it itches your face a little bit, and then when he touches your cock, you know what we're talking about, BT. Don't act like you don't ever fuck a bear every now and again.
Imagine if
you fuck hot dudes usually, but you fuck a bear every now and again, so shut up. Anyway, Sean, go ahead.
Imagine if Bowers was gay and he had leather straps on only and no shirt. Like
that's a bear. That's classic bear. Bowers would be king of the bears.
That's what I have under this shirt. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
If I was just leather suspenders, you'd fucking lose your mind right now.
Bowers would be bear king for sure.
Oh yeah.
Hey, would he be a bottom bear?
He's pretty. He's pretty
I'm
considerate.
always on bottom because I'm fat. I've never been on top in my life. What are you talking about? I'm standing or I'm on bottom.
That's awesome.
People let you on top? That must be awesome. Jesus.
Dude, I get off the exit. I'm at a stoplight, and the festival of these gay bears just let out. and I was shook. There was like 150 of them.
They shook you?
I was shook. I've never seen anything like it. Imagine if like truck drivers had a convention where they ate cheeseburgers and fucked each other and and they all just let out, bro. And I've never seen anything like it in my life. Like I always imagined, I was always more in my mind when it was gay male was, more flamboyant, better looking, in shape, nice haircuts.
Right.
These fools, I was like, dude, I might get fucked in my car right now. And it was like
You're like, when did it become okay for ugly guys to be gay? Like,
not only good looking guys were gay. And I remember they were like not adhering to the red light and green light, so like they were just in the streets and the light was green. I just couldn't go anywhere. So I'm just sitting there looking at. I mean, and we're talking dudes in like masks, full leather, like their nipples circled, just maniac shit, dude. Oh, it was a sight.
See, my problem is I never get hit on by gay guys. Like it never ever happens. Like so it hurts my feelings because like if you go to a straight bar and no girls hit on you, well, girls are nervous or whatever. But like if gay dudes in West Hollywood didn't hit on you, you're fucking ugly, right? So I'm out in West Hollywood. I'm in a fucking red sequin fucking tuxedo jacket with fucking matching sequin shoes. I'm playing the part, right? Nothing. An hour and a half, nothing. Finally, this dude comes and taps me on my shoulder. I'm like, oh, thank God, finally. I turn, I go, what's up? He goes, honey, you have toilet paper on your shoe. I'm like, motherfucker! God damn it. I had one. I don't. Fuck.
Nice.
Oh man. Hey, Thomas, you got some weird YouTube people coming. YouTube always has the weird fucks, right?
Yeah, we hit like a little cluster here. It's like in blackjack, where sometimes like a certain block of the cards that you track in clumps. We've got a clump circulating right now that are interested. I probably don't even know who we are. It doesn't look like.
Yeah, no idea.
Probably from your you sending away the link.
Whoa! Steve had a.
You get that reach.
Steve had a gay dream about Sean. You see that?
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Hey,
we're getting trolled so hard right now. Fucking 12 dudes got together and are like, "Hey, you want to fucking just gay on these guys all night? Why?
This
what
guy
are they trying to do?"
I took a screenshot of Bauer's comedy, cropped it, and did a cum tribute on my iPad. A cum tribute is nice. What a funny thing.
Oh, that's funny. A cum tribute.
Oh my God! What's the soundtrack for your cum tribute? Like, what's the soundtrack for your fucking cum montage?
It definitely helps if you can play trumpet. I know that.
Fucking A. Nice.
Oh shit!
Hey, Giant, but thanks, Jared, for being a chef and a fucking fan of the 3-2-1 rib system. People are going.
Oh shit!
What'd you do? What'd you do, Todd?
What happened?
What'd you spill?
I knocked over a beer.
Oh,
Okay, well, at least it wasn't moonshine. You're all right. As long as you don't spill the moonshine, you're all right.
It missed my phone. Only this gold that I have written in my notebook right here. That's the only thing that got affected. So I'm gonna have to start my new album all over again.
That makes it my favorite BT bird I ever had was BT has like, if you know BT, he's fucking just always has new shit. He's always going off the cuff. Yeah. And he has like 11 notebooks full of shit. He's looking over them before the show, and I go, do those all just say do crowd work? Just over and over and over again, like.
Yeah.
Oh,
True. That is true. I always go up there with a game plan, and then I just can't help because I see shit and I go, well, fuck it, this is more fun here because I know what like if I have the jokes written down, like okay, blah, blah, but it's like I'm gonna see this and it's open mic night anyway, so why not have fucking fun?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes there's titties in the crowd. And you got to go look at them titties, motherfucker.
No, motherfucker.
That's straight from BT's set.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny. Motherfucker. It's my favorite thing that you do in your act is when you want to put a point of emphasis on something, you're like, motherfucker.
It's the best. He's got the best motherfucker in the business. That's why I tell you that. That should be a T-shirt.
No, the second one. The first is Samuel Jackson. His motherfuckers are better.
Yeah, that's true.
But I will put my motherfucker second.
I will too.
I will too.
I'll put my motherfuckers. I'm the second best motherfucker in the business.
So what you're saying is Samuel Jackson's motherfucker is motherfucker.
Yeah, his motherfucker's motherfucker. His motherfucker,
motherfucker.
I want that to be my ringtone if ringtones were still a thing. If I'd have met you with ringtones, it would have been motherfucker. Hello.
Do you remember your first custom ringtone? I had a Nokia phone. And I had the case on it. I got a case put on it. That way, the little thing, which the shield would pop down like in the Matrix.
Nice.
And then I had I had fucking Jay-Z on that bitch as the ringtone.
Nice.
Oh my God, what a cornball I was at waiting tables at Chevy's Mexican restaurant in 2000.
My favorite.
Hold on, Bowers. Chevy's has the best fucking salsa of any Mexican
They roast
restaurant.
That's what he always said.
They
Yeah.
roast it in the back. I know all about that shit.
Dude, that's the best salsa of any restaurant I've ever had, ever.
More people came to that restaurant to just buy chips and salsa and leave to go.
Yeah, hey, I've gotten fucked up in this
You
shit.
know how much money I stole from that company? Because what I would do is I would print off I would ring in one chips and salsa as a receipt, and I'd have it ready. And if they paid cash for like $5 or $6 and they'd leave you 10, I never, unless they paid credit and you had to run it.
Yeah.
I just kept handing them the same receipt. So I $10 every time I got chips and salsa.
Son.
Yeah, you don't.
It's been 20 years, guys.
My favorite are the people that still have the ring back tone when you call them. Like, please enjoy this ring back tone. If you have that still on your phone, I know you're 32, right? Because that's what you were in high school when that came out. And then if it's that classical song, I know you pay your own cell phone bill and you're broke as fuck. But you never change it. And if you still have Beyonce, you're still on your parents' plan. Guaranteed. They're paying $8 a month for me to hear Beyonce when I call your ass, and that's fucking great.
Oh shit, dude!
Fucking A, man. That's funny.
BT, what's the greatest joke you ever heard in your life?
Fuck.
And it doesn't have to be from somebody famous. Just the one you always remember, like that just fucking floored you.
Fuck, man. You got me on the. For some reason, I always remember a joke from 8th grade. Jack Schultz told, and he had a crowd around him, and it was like, God, I'm gonna do it wrong. I can't tell jokey jokes. But I just remember like, this guy had a Corvette, and he was speeding, and the cops were after him. They set up a roadblock. Boom, he ran through that one. And this group's like, man, this motherfucker so could drive. And said another roadblock ran through it. He go, man, this motherfucker so could drive. And he goes. And there was another roadblock, but the cops were, and there was like a helicopter. And he goes, man, you get through this, I'll suck your dick. And he goes, motherfucker, sure could drive. And that was from 8th grade, and I always remember that fucking joke. Jack Schultz told that joke, and I always remember. And I made him tell me that joke 2 years ago when he came to see me live in Tulsa. Yeah, I remember that. Motherfucker show could drive. I remember that.
I've got two that are my favorites, and then I got to bounce out of here because I got another show. But Cleveland Jackson, you guys probably know Cleveland. Black
I fucking love Cleveland.
Yeah,
from Louisville.
Yeah.
Black guy from Louisville. He has a great joke where he goes, "Yeah, I was in North Carolina at a bar. I asked for an old fashioned. They gave me a beer and made me drink it in the kitchen." But my favorite joke of all time, I don't know the comic's name. He's out of Houston. God, I can't remember his name. Somebody had told me this joke. It wasn't him. But anyway, it's he goes, yeah, I was talking to this girl. It's not my girlfriend. We've just been kind of fucking or whatever. And she goes, hey, I've got something to tell you. I'm pregnant. And I was like, oh my God, your mom is going to kill you. She's like, no, I talked to my mom. She's pretty happy about it. He's like, I was talking to the baby.
Oh, that's great. That's fucking great. Yeah, that's funny.
That's one of my favorites. But hey, you guys have been super awesome. I love it. Thanks.
See you, brother. Thanks for hanging out.
My technical issues and my fucking duct tape laptop, but I fucking love you guys. Fucking Andy Strong. I'm glad we're out there doing it. Fucking, we'll talk to you soon. See you.
All right, brother. We'll see you.
Yeah.
Take care.
Everybody stand by. I gotta get my charger. This shit's about to die. You guys talk for a sec.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I want to answer some questions. Somebody asked BT a question here. God damn it, I had it flagged. I lost it.
I know what. Somebody asked.
Somebody has a moonshine story to tell. I don't know if we should let him tell it or not. It could get really racist.
Why would a moonshine story be racist?
I know.
Why, Todd? Why? Why do you say that, Todd? How do you're drinking, you're fucking triple fisting.
I got it going on tonight, man. I'm feeling really good. So I still have a little bit of my bourbon. I'm just kind of cycling through. I'll take a drink of each one. And this is the moonshine.
Where's your girl?
She's probably laying around in bed right now. Probably all headphoned up, all pissed at me for sounding like a fucking idiot in the next room.
Oh shit! But she going, hey, go and handle that business. Go and handle that business. That's fucking great, man. Good for you. I got nothing here. I got nothing. Was that you, or was that Sean?
Sean's making some racket.
Maybe
Um,
go ahead.
Dude, so this is the funniest joke I ever heard in my life. I
Okay.
kind of want to wait for Sean because
Yeah,
he
wait,
might
yeah,
know this
yeah.
comedian as well.
Yeah, wait for Sean. Wait for Sean.
But
Oh, that's funny. This dude goes, "No way a moonshot story could go wrong."
and I've got to set this moonshine aside. It's too strong.
What exactly is moonshine consist of?
I don't know. I know there's corn and shit. They put it through a whole process, but I don't know. I have no idea how to make it. I just know it's like 80% stronger than your regular whiskey or bourbon, you know, like content wise, because they're not regulated.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
That's why they get in trouble for that.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's like liquid meth, basically.
Yeah. You can you watch Dukes of Hazzard, you can run a car on it. Pour the moonshine in there.
Where am I at?
And you get the extra fast car all of a sudden because you poured moonshine in the gas tank.
Fuck yeah, man.
I re-up, boys.
Nice.
You good? You good, Sean? Okay, tell a joke, Todd.
All right. Sean, this is the joke. I'm not saying it's the best joke, but it got the biggest reaction out of me. So I got invited to this competition, like showcase thing in that little Funny Bone Club at Newport, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Newport on the Levee.
Yeah. So I go there. They bring you in basically to headline their open mic night, you know, to showcase and compete for a spot or something for a feature week. And when we got there, it was their like off night, you could tell, and they were just filling the show, and it was urban show. So I'm like brought into this urban show. But by the way, I ended up having the second best set. But the guy who had the best set told this joke, and it literally I've never personally experienced a room being burnt to the ground like that. Like he hit so hard that someone should have just like been on that dynamite thing and just blew us up and made us disappear from existence because it was never going to get better than that for me. So anyway, he tells this joke about Joanne Fabrics. His last name's Rivas. You probably are friends with him.
Ramon
Rivas
from Cleveland.
Cleveland area.
Yeah, he's
yes.
in LA now. He's had a half-hour special a couple years ago.
That guy's so fucking funny.
Yeah, he's a killer.
So he told this joke at this competition about Joanne Fabrics and about how they didn't serve different, you know, they needed to change their commercials to suit a more like diverse demographic, you know? So he started you start with the jingle. So he would change the jingle for each ethnic group until finally he was like, and then, you know, he just came off his own Mexican heritage with that one. He's like, then you go to, you know, we're gonna start to appeal to black people. And he's like, Joanne Fabrics. When someone kills your little cousin, you're gonna have to airbrush his shirt. I fucked it up, and he said, when you need to airbrush a t-shirt because somebody killed your little cousin, and I was like, oh my god. I never heard anything affect a room that much. I mean, I was floored, and he won the whole competition because people could not stop laughing for the rest of the fucking night. But
I never did good in competitions, dude. Something always went wrong.
I always made the wrong decision. I'm going to try to do this, or you know, and it was always a bad choice. I never did well.
The one I thought I was going to win was right before I moved to Indy in 2014. I was in the Morty's competition you guys had with Comcast.
Oh yeah, Trial by Laughter.
Yeah, and then I fucking that one round, that one fucking chick.
Yeah.
Fucking chick butt fucked me.
On your score.
I crushed harder than everybody that night. The next night I didn't. That night I did.
Yeah.
And that fuck gave me like a 2. And I'm like, hey, chick, you're racist. Something was up, bro. Something was up.
Nothing will you develop animosity more than a fucking comedy competition.
You know, it sucks the life out of you sometimes.
It's better afterwards because you go, hey, you're from whatever. But while you're in it, it just kind of sucks. It breeds contempt. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you meet people, but while you're in it, it's the worst fucking feeling because you're going, man, I hope this guy has a bad fucking set. That joke wasn't that fucking funny. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Hack joke. That's a hack talk.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pandering. I love like a festival because there's no competition. Yeah. You're just all doing your thing. And then you get to hang out with all the comics that you're just meeting or you haven't seen in forever, you know?
Yeah,
then it's like fucking awesome.
That's our family reunion, man. A
Yeah.
festival. A festival is the best time fucking ever. Do they still have that one in Cincinnati? The the comedy fest. Was it the one in
Brouhaha.
Cincinnati? Brouhaha. Yeah, they still have that. They still have that?
I think so. I'm pretty sure COVID fucked them this year, but
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
I do want to tell Tom from Boston he better drink another Jameson, not another beer, bro. Drink them both.
go, bro. Hey, my cousin Mike's in here, or my uncle. I don't know.
Oh,
I haven't clicked on it. I don't have my glasses, but I see Mike Fortner. I'm assuming it's my cousin Mike. He said he's
Jim.
drinking some Shine too. Let's go. It's in the fucking family. It's
Yeah,
in
you
our blood.
Kentucky hillbillies.
Mhm. We
Hey,
love it.
tell Jared. Hey, Jared, my Twitter is funnyman6869. That's funnyman6869.
Funny man 6869.
Yeah, funnyman
Oh,
686. So
man.
thank you, Jared. Thank you. Yeah, man. Fucking competition.
Dude, I I think I'm going to have to get another dog. I have 4 right now, I have 3, but this would give me 4.
Yeah.
And everybody says I'm an idiot, but I feel like my dogs, you don't know my dogs, BT, but I'm running the hospice. So like all my dogs are like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
They're like already exceeded their 3 years life expectancy, by 3 years.
Oh, that's the worst.
Big ass
dude.
dogs. So I'm like, I need to have a younger one on deck just so when one
So-
goes, we're like, we got another one.
So you can kind of Jordan Love, Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers. You ready to take his place and shit? Yeah. Nice,
Oh,
nice. So
man.
you
Let's
know
go.
not to be replaced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Watching your dog go. That's the worst feeling in the world, man. Watching
Yeah.
your dog go down.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But like you said, get that young puppy to come in and maybe it'll help those dogs out. Or maybe the old dogs are like, man, fuck you. We're not even dead yet. And you got us replaced. I mean,
I see what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
I know. Got a long time, but
yeah, exactly.
could have waited.
I know. Shit. Wait till I'm in the ground till you fucking replace me. Like, God damn. Really?
My dog, she's about to turn 7 in June, but Min Pins live till like 12 and 13 years old.
Yeah,
So
they
I'm
get
good.
pretty old.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that, man. Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah, I got I have a Great Dane that's like 10 and a half, almost 11. They only live to be like 7 and a half or 8. Like his benefits are really good though. We get a lot of, we signed him up for some government health aid shit.
Are you serious?
Well, he's
He got a
he's
stimulus
203 years old.
Hey, his came in before mine did. I bet. Fucking Great Dane get more money than I do. Motherfucker. How's his knees? How's the dog's knees? I mean,
Terrible. He's already lived too long. Like I'm hoping he breaks the Great Dane life record or whatever, which is probably 4 years or something. But
dog, bro.
if he can do it, but yeah, he's done. He's like, if you think about it in human terms, a Great Dane being 10 is literally like you're 105.
Fuck.
You know what I mean? Like
That's craziness, dude.
I
He's like
know.
the Morgan Freeman of dogs. Man.
Yeah.
Any day now.
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn.
It's
So,
a little bit, when I look at him, it's kind of looking, it's kind of like when I look at, what's his name from Goodfellas?
Joe Pesci when he's about to go get made.
No,
And
I'm
they-
just
Ollie?
really high and really drunk. Al Pacino. It's like when I look at Al Pacino now in a movie, I'm like, ooh,
went-
good.
Oh,
He went
I kind of feel guilty about watching it.
You mean
You're
the
right.
Irish? Yeah.
Yeah, The Irishman. That's what I
The
meant.
Irishman, yeah, because he wasn't even Goodfellas.
No.
Yeah, when he went to that house and fucking you knew Rob De Niro was gonna fucking cap his ass.
Yeah.
Oh, how great was The Irishman? Do you paint houses?
Oh,
How fucking great was that?
And that was great. But what's sad is too, if you go through Netflix and just like randomly scroll,
Yeah.
like every 3 times you stop it, if you just spin it and let it go and stop it,
Yeah.
every third time you will hit a new movie with Al Pacino that you never knew he was in, because he's making like 12 of them a year for Netflix, evidently. And it's just
Really?
like, it's just like him and a picture of something blowing up, and you're like, come on, Al Pacino, you're fucking. Yeah, so I see him in those movies. He's so old. I'm like, I just want to remember you. Kind of like Clint Eastwood. I thought took about 2 movies too far. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to see you on screen in that
yeah.
way.
You know what, though? That one movie, one of those last movies, what he.
The Mule,
No.
That
was
motherfucker. He got
the
a
one before
threesome.
that,
Gran
Gran Turismo.
Torino. Yeah, that should have been his
Torino.
last movie of all time. He was
That was a
still
good
like
one.
still spry enough, like where he could have that heroic ending.
Yeah, that old man role played nice.
Yeah.
Even was perfect racist. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
He was writing that line.
old
How
man
bad-
racism.
Yeah.
How bad was that fucking kid as an actor? Open the door. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
You're going, are you fucking? This is the worst acting I've ever seen. Open the door. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the Hmong population in Minnesota is, but since they needed someone to play Hmong, their list of possible actors to get the
but that was
job might
Detroit.
have
No.
gone down.
That's how I know you're fucked up. It was Detroit, not Minnesota.
No, it was based on in Minnesota. They filmed in Detroit.
Oh, it was based in Minnesota?
Wasn't it?
No, it was based in Detroit. That's how fucked up you are. I know this. I know movies, Todd. I'm
but
gonna Google it. Watch this. I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah,
right
'cause
now.
it
Okay.
has some connection.
Where was the movie Gran Torino based in?
Nick, told me that Nick Anthony. He knows a lot about movies.
Look. Can you see that?
Oh, in Highland Park.
Detroit. Look at that.
That's
Hell,
awesome.
all right.
See that? I mean, no offense, Todd.
They have Mungings there. I thought they were only in Minnesota.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but man, I know movies. So yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick, but yeah, I got my minute review. If you guys don't know about it, I got the minute. My BT, I review movies in a minute. 'Cause I figure a minute is enough of me that people can stand. So I have a minute review, a movie review, and I get to the point, and I don't tell you a lot about the plot because I want you to see it instead of being ruined by it. So I give you the basics.
Okay.
Right.
So
I see shit on Facebook.
It's funny.
Yeah,
I like
review. Yeah, the minute review. That's right. And hey, there's a movie called Dangerous Lies on Netflix now. It's a thriller. It's not the greatest, but it's pretty damn good. It's called Dangerous Lies on Netflix. It's a Netflix movie. It was filmed in 2020. Takes place in Chicago.
Uh-huh.
He's got Elliot Goulden. Man, that's a decent movie. It's a nice little thriller. It's not the greatest. It has a couple little that didn't make no sense, but it's a good movie. It's called Dangerous Lies.
I'm gonna check that out. How'd you guys watch Extraction?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, dude.
Oh, that was the shit. That wasn't that the shit. That dude was fucking Jason.
He is the new Keanu Reeves. Like that fight choreography was every bit as good as John Wick.
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far, but maybe. Well, I think I would, but I think the John Wick cinematography was like tenfold, right?
I agree. Camera, you're talking about skill on a camera.
Yes.
That shit was angles, the editing. Like John Wick has, I don't know how long it took to edit that, and how many guys it took.
Yeah.
But Extraction, I was like, oh, this is gonna be another fucking movie. But I was really surprised, like, because you take a basic ass plot that they've done 100 times.
Yep.
It is hard to make it interesting and to for me to be over and be like, wow, my girl's like, should I watch it? Because I watched it when she was doing shit. I was like, yeah, you should watch it. I'd watch it again because, again, he is the kind I like the Keanu Reeves aspect because his dialogue was pretty minimal.
Right.
Yeah.
It was just his presence and then the choreography and the emotion. Like it was I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's the same shit, but it was
right.
good.
You need him like when he talks too long. That will kill a movie. If you look at his list of movies, any movie that he's done where
go ahead.
where he has to talk a lot, it will fucking.
Did I lose Todd?
It sucks.
Fuck.
No, you're still here, bro.
You're here.
Fine. You're fine.
Hello.
Hold on.
You're here, buddy.
You're with us.
I'll come back. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Well, you're
Can you hear
good.
me? Fuck.
He's all fucked up. No, that was true. By the way, that fucking tweet today, the episode of the ribs, I can't believe it. Hit it. You know what's funny is I almost didn't want to use this episode.
Why not? It was awesome.
Because I felt like I over-seasoned it a little bit, and I was like, oh, this is going to get, and I was like, this is going to get brutal. This is going to get fucked in the comments. Like, this episode is going to do shit.
Right.
And of course, the one episode where I was almost on the borderline of refilming another episode because I didn't want to send this one. This is the first time an episode of Chef on the main account's got 800 likes in a while.
Holy fuck. That's good.
I'm all summer long. I'm smoking shit. My next episode, smoked salmon, more fucking beef ribs. I'm turning that smoker into fucking Chef Boyardee episodes.
Stop it.
Nice.
You're back, bro.
You're back.
Oh, and gone. Get out.
Hit the wrong button again. Do we have any questions over here? Everybody's
you were
probably
the Wire.
Yeah, but BT was in The Wire. He didn't have a speaking role. He was one of the guys that got shot in the back running from the police. Was that the third scene of the movie, Sean?
Which one? Which one? Wait, what's it again?
The BT when he played in the wire. Remember?
Yeah. I
He
can't
only had
remember
it was
the
like
details, but I remember.
it was it was like the second scene I think in episode 4, season 4, and he was just running away.
BT was really in it.
Yeah, he was in it. He didn't have a speaking role.
I can't wait to go watch it again. I can't believe I
He
missed
was
that.
just
here I am.
running.
What y'all talking to me
BT,
about?
you
We're
were
talking
on the
about these people just asked if you were in the wire, and I was telling them you were in an episode
They
on
thought I was
season
in
4.
the fucking wire. Why the fuck is that? Why the fuck do they think I was in the wire?
I said you only had one scene, and you didn't get a speaking role. It was just you getting shot in the back running.
You motherfuckers. Y'all thought I was in the wire. Both of y'all.
Oh, I was buying what Todd was laying down there.
Man, all I came into was he was in the wire. He just had one scene, but it wasn't. That's when I came in. I go, what the fuck are they talking about? And then I'm like, really? In the wire? Really, motherfuckers? Really?
But someone asked me in the comments if I miss Indy. Fuck yeah, it was great people there, dude.
Oh, dude,
no,
we would kill to have you back.
The strong point of New York, outside of getting a major salary bump, but I also pay 5 times in rent, so
yeah, well,
it balances itself out. But is meeting my girlfriend and being in an amazing relationship.
Look at you.
But
softy.
outside of that, if I
softy.
could have my salary and my girlfriend in Indy, I would do that.
Oh yeah, I mean, you have a vibe with people, and you're like, you can't always get that wherever you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
no,
if you could go back to Long Beach, you could do that because you have like boys in Long
Well, I only
Beach.
got like 2 friends there. Like I got like 3 buddies there. Like
Right.
it was great and I loved it, but Indy was different.
Yeah, you had a village up here.
Yeah, it was different.
Of course.
But yeah,
you're
it's both great. Like, listen, I learned a lot in New York. I've learned a lot. It would have been a much different ball game if I got to do this opportunity in some level in my 20s.
For sure.
But I'm not indulging in the New York lifestyle. It's a work life. Like it's
good.
literally
That's good though. You're focused.
my girlfriend and my job, and that's my life. And comedy. Like when I have stand up, comedy and my girlfriend. That's all. That's my life, and I love it.
Nice.
So like it's not like a typical move to New York and you go buck wild and shit because I have not done that. I did that in Indy.
Right. We went pretty buck wild here.
Yeah, I went buck wild there. Had a great time. Drank my ass off.
Good for you, brother.
And then, but it's been all business and personal relationship in New York. It's like right now I haven't been in my apartment in fucking 7 weeks.
I know.
I'm scared.
You've been in New Jersey the whole time. Now, if you don't, let's say your lady's place, you have a place there that you shoot some episodes out of there, right?
No, I've been shooting here for the last 7 weeks.
Yeah. So nice kitchen, also. I'm just saying.
No, she's great.
At some point, you might not want to double up your shit.
I'm not renewing my lease. We're gonna either move closer because my girlfriend's son goes to school 30 minutes north of there where they live right now.
Yeah.
Which is in the direction of New York.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to be. There's a chance that we just get an apartment 30 minutes north of his school instead of south of it right now.
Right.
So and I'll commute to work every day for 40 minutes. I don't care. 40-minute train ride ain't shit in the morning.
Right.
I get on my phone. You wake up. You get there, and I get off the train, and my office is right next to Penn Station. So
nice, man.
I would rather spend half what I pay in rent and live with my girlfriend and her son, and and it doesn't affect his travel to school every day. It's the same amount of time regardless.
Right.
And just be an adult for a change, like it's been great. A lot of people are suffering in shitty relationships and they can't leave because they're in quarantine. But this has done nothing but
shitty.
This is just like shined a light that because you don't know how well you'll be. Like you can live with somebody on the weekends, but that ain't living with them.
Yeah.
Right.
Like we've been here for 7 weeks and we've had a couple of small tiffs. But otherwise, it's been nothing but laughs and cooking and just life. Yeah. It's been good. And
good for you, bro.
We have our roles. No one gets tired of each other. And if she wants to, listen, I like Call of Duty and she likes Love Island. And everybody's happy.
Good for you, man.
She likes fucking here talking to Australians, fuck around with each other and a reality show. And I like killing other grown men and children on a video game.
Good for you, man. I'm happy for you, bro.
It's good. It's a great balance. Everybody's happy. We all have a good time. Everybody has a role. And A lot of great cooking and a lot of good food. My girl cooks too. Even my girl's my girl's son, he's 17. He's starting to get his little cook on and having his good time and doing his thing. He's slowly getting into the mix, of cooking.
Nice.
How'd you meet her? How'd you meet her, Sean?
You know what? I met her years ago. In 2016, I was going to do a show or something in Florida, one of them clubs that the Yoders booked down there.
In where?
It was outside of Orlando. It was right behind a hotel. It was like an old steakhouse too.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. It was a restaurant, right?
Yeah, really good food. You got half off on food.
I remember that shit. Okay, yeah, because that was when it was a fucking I don't know if it was a guy from New York who did comedy there. He moved from New York. He was a DJ from New York, and he moved there, and he'd always try to fucking hustle in on the shows because I was working the Orlando Improv there with Gary Minker, and Minker, he's famous for double booking. So, long story short, this fucking dude from New York would always come in and try to like, hey man, I need some time, which I fucking hated, but I like him because he shook Gary Minker. I remember that, man. He got New York dudes kind of talk like, they all up in your face, they talk like this. They don't mean to beat your ass.
Real ball breaker.
He's kind of like DMX, like, yo, I'm doing a show, dude. And he's like, yeah, it's cool.
Very aggressive, very aggressive.
Very aggressive. So man, he had Gary Minker so shook. I remember when that dude left. And he went up to the elevator. Gary Minker literally looked at him like this, and he goes, "Fuck that guy!" Right? And he went the wrong way around the building, and we almost hit a car head on in the parking lot. That's how shook he was. I remember that shit, and I was like, "Goody," because he fucking double booked me, and he fucked me on the show. I was so fucking happy on that shit. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had run some ads for that show, and she was. Whereas before that, something, and she ended up going, "Hey, what are the show times?" She just asked me on Instagram, and I was like, "Who is this chick?" And then I just kept it up with the DMs, bro. And then anyway,
the DMs. She's slid.
So we got real flirty. Things were good, but obviously she lived in Florida. I lived in Indianapolis, so it was never going to be a thing. And then I did. And then she didn't come to that show, but I did it again or something. She ended up coming to the show. We hit it off. We're having a great date, like dinner date, having dinner and drinks. Everything's great. Halfway through my set, I'm up there. I'm killing this room. I'm having a fucking crowd work sesh. These old people I'm crushing. It was a great time. And she's at the bar of the place. So the right, when you're on the stage, to the right was the bar. People are sitting at the bar.
Right.
And she's sitting there just glowing, looking good, right? And I could see her. She gets up to go to the bathroom or something, I thought. So I'm doing a bit, whatever. I keep looking. She never comes back. Well, she said that she had an emergency. She had to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I found out about 6 months ago that was bullshit. She didn't want to sleep with me that night.
Oh, she was running from it.
So she's like, "Fuck this guy, I'm out of here because things might get crazy." So we left. So she took off, but it was awesome. I didn't know that till now, but I respect the move because that means I almost like looking back. I'm like, well, that means that she's not just like everybody ain't it ain't a free for all. You know what I mean?
She's like, yeah.
So, and I was like, and that was awesome. And we kept talking, but we only stayed.
Hey, don't touch me there. That's my no square.
And then when I moved here, she moved.
Stupid videos.
She happened to move back to New Jersey exactly when I moved to New York.
My no square. My no square. Don't touch me there.
You remember those stupid videos? Hey, don't touch me there. That's my no square.
No, I don't remember that shit. But they just told us like, it was kind of religious based. Like, no, save yourself for marriage. And I was like, and I just remember being in Oklahoma going, this is fucking bullshit. I want some pussy now. I was like, fuck this, man. No, it's a true story. In the summertime, I used to work at this plant in Oklahoma, and between I was in college in summer, for the summer, I worked at this plant, made good money, and this kid was fucking like 17 or 18. He was gonna get married, and I go, why you get married? And I swear to God, he goes, man, my girl put whipped cream on my pecker. He go, ain't nobody done that. He go, ain't nobody done that before. That's why I'm gonna marry her. I go, you're gonna marry your girl because she put whipped cream on your pecker. Yep. I go, all right, man. Good luck. True story.
That's so funny, bro.
Yeah, man. So good for you, Sean. I mean that. Good for you, brother.
Yeah, that is awesome.
It's great. Takes care of you so well. I mean, it's just a good. Most mornings I wake up, make breakfast, get her coffee. Nice. I just love it. It just feels good. And I got her hooked on my huevo con pop-up recipe.
Shit.
I got her and her son Colin hooked on that shit.
So she has to have that in the morning.
A lot of times we eat it I make them hot and fresh. I get a little tiny plate. We don't go big plates with several tacos.
Yeah,
You go
smart.
You go with the one plate. I heat the top. I got the potatoes and the egg with a little bit of cheese mix going, right?
Yeah.
And then on the other pan, you got the little thing for the tortillas, one at a time, bro. One tortilla at a time, good and hot. On the little round plate, I serve it up. You got to have the fresh salsa too. Now, listen, the key to salsa is you got to kick up the refreshness factor, right? So
with citrus?
Yeah, well, in my salsa, I always put a cucumber, and I always put a lemon, an orange, and a lime juice in it.
Get the acids.
Yeah, you need the citrus is major key, but the cucumber brings another level of refreshment.
Oh yeah, and it's not as strong.
Yeah,
God damn, you're making me hungry, man.
You still got the spice from the jalapeno, you got the cilantro, tomato, the onion, the garlic, the salt, pepper. But when you put the extra, the juice of an orange, a lemon, and a lime, and then the cucumber. So I make the the egg and the potato with the cheese, the hot tortilla, and then and I make a mason jar of the salsa, so it's always on deck. You scoop that right down the way, and I serve it one at a time. And she maxes out at 2-3, and I honestly, one potato and 3 eggs, three people can have 2-3 tacos a pop, no problem. I mean, we're talking dirt cheap here.
Yeah, that's good living too.
When I own a diner, 100% huevo con papa is going to be a thing, and it's only going to be served one at a time. So if you don't have it piping, the tortilla's not piping hot.
Yeah,
fuck you. Yeah, piping hot potatoes and egg with cheese, and then that cold, refreshing salsa on top. You're doing yourself a disservice.
Agreed.
The temperature has to be accordingly, or you're just fucking. You might as well just go bite into a potato and fucking drip an egg.
Right,
dude. Call your restaurant Latham's Place.
You think so? You don't think so?
Yeah, or call it just Latham's. Call it Latham's.
I can do that.
That's fucking perfect. Have it the way you want, obviously, but man, that sounds fucking great. Call it Latham's. Have that be your specialty. You want people to go there maybe after, the bars and, let's go to Latham's. How great would it say, hey, let's go to Latham's. They're fucked up at a bar. Let's go. They have the best fucking tacos. Let's go to Latham's.
Yeah, late night diner. Cool? That late night diner is only going to have breakfast tacos on it.
The one quick name is clutch.
Yeah, the one
that you can just whip off the real short one.
Yeah,
quick
Latham's.
name. Yeah.
And just so Billy Snyder 24 knows, I don't put orange juice in a bottle, bro. Chop a canner and Sunny D, get out of the chat, bro. That fucking an orange, bro. You get a little orange. By the way, tell Frank Grant, my fight isn't replaying tomorrow night, buddy. That was a promo video. My fight was over. It's luckily I knocked him out so quick it fit in the promo vid.
That was beautiful. That's straight. Boom. Fucking beautiful.
And you know what I've been watching? My favorite part of that video of me knocking this kid out was the first combo when I come with the right hook and I follow with the left uppercut, which would only mildly connected. And then obviously I step back on him when I hit him with the fucking he swings. I miss with the right, follow up, ding him with the left, he's down. But if he doesn't go down with that left, if you watch the video, the right was already coming.
Yeah,
it was done the next one.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that was the money maker right there.
People don't understand is when you watch Rough and Rowdy, people who win fights throw straight punches.
Yeah,
I don't care how strong and fat you are, but if you're just doing this, you're not knocking no one out unless they happen to be just far enough back with their hands down, serving up a fucking platter for you.
Yeah,
you could hit me if I go into the 16-ounce gloves like this. Fucking hit away, bro. You ain't never knocking me out if I sit like this.
Yeah, because those are big gloves. You can just swallow it up.
Yeah, you can sit there like this. But if you ain't coming straight down the pipe, then you ain't knocking nobody out. And that's why there's very few knockouts. That's why I'm so proud of it. Like, listen, do I have a 5-inch height advantage? Yeah, but who gives a flying fuck? Mike Tyson, 5'9"? How tall is Tyson?
Right. Yeah. You see that all the time.
No, I mean that's a fucked up kind of comparison because he's the greatest fighter in all of history.
Yeah.
But the point is that he's 5'9".
Yeah.
And he's knocked everybody out up to 6'4" or whatever, right? Like weight, they don't measure fighting by height; they measure it by weight for a purpose.
Yeah. Yep.
That's weight, and that kid weighed 200 pounds. So
doesn't matter if you know how to fight and that leverage, and you know how to use your physics, and know how to throw a punch and turn that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Turn that fucker, bam. It's over. Night.
Have you guys listened to any of Mike Tyson's podcast? The one where he has.
I have.
The one
Great.
he did with
I heard it's awesome.
the
I
one he
guess
did with
it's
I
the
just
hot-
subscribed to it.
I did
Yeah, me too.
the hot boxing. The one he did with that Mike is the mob boss. And man, that was so.
The guy that Pat interviewed,
it was
Michael.
He was in I think Colombo crime family. Dude, that was so fucking good. I mean, and he speaks to schools and churches because he goes because he was speaking at his church like in New Jersey, and people from like
Francese, Michael Francese.
Yeah, Francese, and the dudes came to see him, and he's like, oh shit, he thought they were coming to get him. And then he saw that the wives came in later, and he was like, "Okay, I'm good." But he goes, "Yeah, he's still not really out of the woods." And he goes, he won't go to Italy because he goes, they're crazy. He goes, they'll kill you anywhere over Italy. At least over here.
Yeah.
It's they asked him to go do some book signing. He goes, "Nah, I'll just stay over here." Yeah, man, that was a fucking great one. Watch that one, man.
I gotta watch that. I haven't watched it. I happened to, ironically, I just followed it today. That page.
Yeah.
Hot boxing with Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Fucking good, dude. It's fucking good,
dude. But I watched his video.
I subscribed to it. And I had
3 years old. Now listen, we all know that people can look like absolute savages hitting mitts.
Yeah.
But he's an absolute savage. Like to be able to move like that at his age, at 53, after being beat up his whole life. Like,
yeah.
Now, people don't understand if you never sparred on a consistent basis.
Oh, that shit. Yeah.
It beats you. It beats you up, dude. You get beat up. It's a hard life. Like the reason I love boxing, but I hate it, is sparring and training.
Yeah,
getting punched in the face sucks.
But people don't understand is boxing is my buddy, we always had arguments. Well, he thought he had an argument that said the MMA was more dangerous. I go, no, boxing is because boxing has standing eights, and you're always getting hit in the fucking head.
Yeah.
And at least in the UFC, you get hit, boom, you're stumbling, boom, referee calls it, okay? But in boxing, bam, bam, okay, this guy's hurt, you take a knee, okay, you good? Yeah, okay, you might get saved by the bell. The next round, you get punched in the head, he's gonna fall. Take a knee, okay, you get another standing, okay, you beat the count, you go back, but you're constantly getting hit in the fucking head.
Yeah,
and
you
I
take way more trauma to the brain in boxing.
I said, now he goes, yeah, but you might break your arm. I go, let's get this straight. Fucking brain damage, broken arm. Brain damage, broken arm. He goes, I think MMA is still right. I go, man, shut the fuck up. It's
they don't know if you don't train. Everybody's a fucking expert. They don't do it.
Yeah, and he was perfect. Yeah, he never did a fucking sport in his life. He was trying to tell me what sport.
Oh yeah. Go, well, that's the boxing hardos coming out.
Right.
Yeah, but exactly.
That's how it works. No matter what, like it's a bunch of people who've never done it that are experts on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anybody who stepped in that fucking ring, man. Let me tell you something, man. I remember being okay. Remember when Todd? I don't know if you were over there working out. You know where Lotto used to work out at on Emerson.
Yeah, that's where Sean. That was Sean's home gym for a while.
Yeah, Marcelo Montero's gym. Okay, when they had both rooms, and one of them had a boxing ring, and the other one where you rolled at. So I was supposed to box with this one dude. And I'm not gonna lie, I did not want to spar with him. Like I did two other people I was good with, but him, I was like, oh shit. So I got in there, and it was for some reason everybody happened to fucking crowd around the ring, and they said go. And man, I think I was on my bicycle the whole time, and then I just remember this girl going, "Wow, I used to really look up to you." I was like, man, I wouldn't get hit by that motherfucker, man.
I got dropped in that gym several times. The body shots. I never got dropped from head. I mean, I got hard shots where I'm like, come on. Like I would get mad. Like, what are you doing, bro? Who are you trying to impress, right?
Yeah.
I was like a child training there. Yeah, with all the beasts. Even the lowest totem pole guy there was a killer.
Yeah. The only thing I was happy I did, because I wasn't big on sparring, but I liked it. But my thing has always been ground fighting. I just love wrestling and jiu-jitsu. Yeah. I just love that. But I just remember the only thing I did well in boxing was I had a guy in the corner, and I don't know if he was like trying to play shy. So instead of going straight in, I came in at an angle and jabbed my way in. And I just remember Mike, the cop Mike. Mike.
He's everybody's trainer.
Yeah, he goes
Lido, Mitrione, everybody.
Yeah, he goes, yeah, and he goes, way to go, BT. I go, and that's the only thing I did right. Other than that, I was like, but other than that,
you know what?
And I remember being choked the fuck out. I just remember and when I was rolling, and this is the only time I've ever been out. This guy, he hit me in a hole, and all I was thinking was the next move, and everything went like this. And next thing you know, I wake up and I had that feeling like I fucking was sleeping for 8 hours, and it felt so good. And all I remember is everybody leaning over me and they go, "Wake up, sunshine." I go, "Huh?" and he fucking choked me out, and I just remember
Nice.
I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a you know what? That is the greatest sleep ever. Like it really
Really?
is. Like you're only out for maybe 3 seconds, but you wake up like you've been sleeping 8 hours, and you're like, that was good. You got that feeling in your teeth, like this. It's the fucking.
It's like the ultimate micro nap.
It is.
I mean,
man.
you just.
It really fucking is, man. But when he woke me up, I all see these heads looking over me, and I looked over at with Marcelo, and he's rolling with you. He looks over and he goes, and he's laughing at me. And
They're
keeps
sickos.
rolling.
They're sickos, bro.
Yeah, man. I remember that shit. Yeah.
You know what the best part about sparring is?
What?
Learning, like, because when you watch any street fighting videos, right? People are doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they have the psych, the human mind obviously to protect yourself.
Right.
Don't let yourself get hit. It's like it's a mechanism. It's like
If I keep doing this, you can't throw back.
And you don't want anybody to hit your head.
Right.
But that's the difference. Like when you spar, I sparred so many rounds in there, and so many rounds training that the moment when you don't care anymore and you're in there and you're counter punching,
Yeah.
you're in there fucking like, hit me, but I'm gonna fucking catch you right here and here. That was the magic that really made me keep going back, is when I started to not do that.
Yeah. When you could actually wrap up a little bit and return.
Yeah. Take a shot, know you ain't going down, and try to fucking catch them. My first time I remember counter punching, and I was fucking pumped. I remember we were sparring, and I counter punched a handful of times. We went to a bar at 9, like 11 a.m. after that. Me, Damien, and Billy, my two other buddies that were there at the indie spot. And we went to a bar in Broadway, but we started drinking because they were just so happy that I wasn't being a little bitch anymore. I was able to get socked up and still return and catch them a little bit here and there,
Yeah.
Because, those guys, you could hit. Damien, one of my trainers, Damien Black, he'd be like, come on, man, hit me, bro. Get the feeling. Because when you first start sparring, you don't want to hit your friends.
Yeah.
You're hitting them, you're like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. He's like, shut up, dude. You're not sorry.
Yeah.
And then he'll go, and I'll be like, what the fuck, dude? And then he's like, all right, come on, hit me. And then I'm like, wham, wham. And he's like, there you go. That's better. Like I'm a child. Bro.
Yeah.
And that's just the difference. And that's what, and then that, like the confidence you get from that. Like when you walk, like me and I'd go to the bar, right? And be three of us at a bar, and I'd be like, after we just finished training, when you're still sweaty and your fucking endorphins are just jumping out again, and you're just like, you're looking around like, these guys all think they can fight. They're all a bunch of bitches in here. We can clean this place up. None of these guys do a counter punch.
We can clean this place.
They've never been socked and kept going.
Right.
Because I was a guinea pig in that gym.
Yeah.
So Damien would train new people all the time, right? So he'd bring people in and they'd be like, all right, Latham, you're gonna box this guy. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, like one of the guys was this kid. I forgot his fucking name right now. I feel bad. But he was 6'4". He was a guard. He was an offensive line for Louisville.
Holy shit.
And he looked dopey as shit, right? So I was like, oh, yeah, I'll fight this kid. And I remember I'm standing there in front of him, all of a sudden, poof, right down the pipe. I was like, ka-dunk! and I'm in there, and I'm like, oh, shit. And I thought he was slow. But when you stand there, when a fist doesn't do all this shit, when it just goes from here to here, and all of a sudden I'm standing there thinking I'm
so
quick,
much quicker.
I'm like, clap, and then all of a sudden he fucking goes pop, 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 and then out of nowhere he just goes poof right to my fucking gut, and I go, and I drop. The first round. He dropped me, bro. I'm laying there, and they're all standing around me laughing, bro. Get up, bro. And I'm like, I can't, bro. And they're like, all right, get up. All right, you ready to go? All right, let's go. Keep it going. And I'm just like, what kind of fucking Navy SEAL shit you guys got going on in here?
I fucking love it.
Care. Like, if you can't breathe in normal life, people are worried. They don't care in there. Hey, don't care. Get up, bro. You got 30 seconds left in the fucking round, my man.
Yeah.
And then you got to get up and hope, and now you're all worried, like you're gonna get hit in the stomach and drop, and then you get hit in the fucking head again.
Yeah.
This
It's incredible.
still chipped.
Didn't Lytle do that to you?
No, that was somebody else. I don't know. No, I fought a kid from what was that boxing that they go train at over there? I was in Broad Ripple.
Yeah.
Just a workout class for people, not really sparring. It's the
Like an
Indie
aerobics class?
boxing.
no.
Or yeah, something like that. But it's
they just train on. It's really good training on a bag
for aerobic purposes. Yeah.
But there was a trainer there named Teddy. The kid was a fucking muscle hamster, right? He was like 27-year-old kid. When I was training to fight Smitty, the first fight, this kid had never sparred for real, but he was a trainer at this place and with Damien, and he was an absolute fucking nothing, no body fat, straight muscles.
Yeah.
Smaller than me, probably 5 foot fucking 7 or 8, and in shape as a motherfucker. And he had never sparred. I was like, I'll spar. And so Damien was bringing in all these people for me to spar at the Heartland office. Remember?
Yeah.
When I would spar, we would spar in the middle of the fucking Heartland office in the basketball court. So he'd bring in like 5 people, and I'd just fight them back to back to back to back to back. And fucking this kid's Teddy steps up, and he didn't understand the difference between real fighting and sparring, but he was a really good fighter. And he fucking lit me up. The slow-mo video is my blood just leaving my face. Well, he beat the fuck out of me. Like I had already been fighting like 4 or 5 other dudes that day.
Yeah.
I sparred this kid and he fucked me up, dude. And I chipped my shit that day and I haven't fixed it since.
Didn't you have a mouth? He had a mouthpiece in, right?
Yeah, but it didn't matter. It fucking I don't know what happened. It just still. But you know what? Also, here's the thing. It was already chipped and it was filled in, so it was like it was a fix. So it was
right.
It wasn't
the
like
fix was gone.
Tooth, yeah.
The fix was off.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
If you do a lot of sparring, you figure out what little add-ons you have like that. You're like, oh fuck, I lost a filling. You know, like forgot I even had one in that tooth.
I got fucked up that day. I remember sitting on the floor like Christ. Which that was all in the behind-the-scenes footage, but the slow-mo of a glob of blood. This guy, and I remember being like, "Yo, my man, do you know how to fucking take it easy? I'm not really. You don't really dislike me, dude." Jesus Christ!
Fucking A.
But I used to love when Damon would bring in all his other guys he trained.
Yeah, you would have a little train going,
and I started beating them up. I started beating up guys, and I was like, "Yeah, this is how we do."
Feeling
That's why I got my conference. I wasn't beat the fuck out of Smitty. I just never calculated. If I fought Smitty again, I'd beat his ass because he doesn't ever train enough.
Yeah, because you say like you had no idea like how quickly your energy goes the first time you step in there because all the adrenaline and shit. Like
God damn.
So Sean's like dumped real early. Like
you forget every piece of training. I trained for over a year of I have at least 30 times more sparring rounds than Smitty.
Mm-hmm.
And when I stepped in that ring, I might have never have trained in my day of my life. I was just a guy in high school fighting a guy that fucked my girlfriend. Like
just bam, they were just hammering each other.
My first punch I threw against Smitty, I walk in and go, rah! My first fucking punch against that other kid was like, hop, 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 hop.
Yeah, and he went down.
Yeah, it was so much better. People never understand. They don't like. Everybody thinks of themselves. Oh, beat like that kid in my DMs. Oh, fuck you up, like, bro. I will kill you, dude. Now I will get beat up by anybody with more training than me, and anybody that's more athletic with half as much training as me. Right. But anybody with no training, I will fuck you up, and that's it. It's not because I'm better than you. It's because I've just been. Listen. If anybody rolls with you guys or anybody fights you guys, that's below you. It's like it's like anything.
Yeah.
Right? If they don't,
you don't know how to stop yourself from being assaulted right now. Yeah. You're like you have no you have no idea what balance is or what sometimes.
No clue, dude. No clue. You know, fucking but I mean, goddamn, what a fucking run in Indy. Learned how to fight. Got on with Barstool, got on with Pat, met you boys, fucking comedy was unbelievable. I was headlining so many clubs. What a fucking run, dude.
That was a great run.
You're still on a fucking run, man. You're fucking still on a run.
You know what my future I want to do? I can't wait to start doing live cooking shows.
Yeah, that would be the shit, right?
What I tell you, find some way to get on Celebrity Chopped.
No, listen, I'm not a trained guy.
It doesn't fucking matter, man. They have
Doesn't
like
matter.
celebrity chop. Remember, Brandy Chastain did that shit, man. Do
So I
that
guess there's a
shit.
bunch of fuckos that never had no training.
But who
But
gives a shit? Do that
if you
shit,
got
man.
stuff,
Do that shit.
Those guys, they all have training at some level. I like to just chop up vegetables. You can't give me a fucking box of stuff and tell me to make something. Yeah, I'll try, but I don't have
Dude, it's
that.
not boxing. You're not gonna get hurt. It's not boxing. It's fucking cooking. You're already a good cook anyway. You can do that shit. And think about it. It's gonna be on TV, so they don't want you to look bad. So they're gonna give you like a homework assignment beforehand, so you'll have a little. I mean, everything on TV is not what you see. Everyone on TV is not what everybody.
I know, but you don't want to go on Chopped against, you got like a chef on each side of you, and then the basket, when you open it, it's like, oh, here's a bowling ball and a hammer and some beef jerky and some Kool-Aid.
How fucked up for you, Todd? A bowling ball, a hammer, and some Kool-Aid. God damn, Todd. That's not even food.
I'll snort the Kool-Aid, kick it off.
You know what the baskets look like? All kinds of crazy shit in there. Oh, here's a bouncy ball paddle. I gotta make fucking breakfast with this. All right, but I also have oranges, so.
Fuck yeah, I love that.
If they want to make the salsa, I think I'm down for the good salsa competition. But
yeah,
I mean, I want to go on some kind of show eventually where like you have like zero training ability.
Yeah,
like you can't have anybody with any real legitimate training as a chef.
How about the world's worst chefs on the Food Network? The world's worst chefs do that shit.
No, they actually have that, and I was going to submit, but I was a month late.
Oh fuck, man! You got to do that.
Literally the worst chefs in America show where you can't have training.
Just get your own show.
Yeah, get your own show, bro.
Listen, I just want to do a theater show where like a 500 seater. Not like I'm not looking to be fucking Gabriel Iglesias or Joe Coy.
Yeah.
I just want a 500 seater. I want to be low in there. Everybody's on top of me. I want to open up for I want to have somebody open. Then I'm going to open for myself, and then I'll do stand up, and then I want to go behind the thing, and then cook, and then have a good. Because I did a live cooking show before once in Daytona off the hip. Oh man, unbelievable! What a time.
Nice.
Dude, that's brilliant, man. Cook for the people afterwards.
No, I'll have people come down. I'll have a little setup for bartending also. So I can make cocktails. I can invite people down from the crowd, give them a drink. I can make some appetizers and things. I'll be there I'll be a 2-hour show.
Fucking, I like that idea, man. That's fucking
I'll have
shit.
my buddies come out with me. They do time. I do time. I cook. They come on. And then it almost becomes like a podcast while you cook with your friends who open for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yeah,
and then I cook
it's really
and
good.
hang out. But the thing is, it has to be a venue where you can cook at. You know what I mean?
You can find it
Yeah,
nowadays, man.
Yeah.
Even if it's a giant bar that has like kind of can seat 400 or 500 people in their back part where they have bands.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like the
I
Raskeller.
want it to be like where it's like tiered off, where they're sitting, they can see, almost like a studio audience.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Because I want everybody to really be able to see and like not be no kind of obstruction visually.
Yeah.
You know?
Not like they're standing in a beer garden.
Yes.
Right. Gotcha.
I want it to be like fucking Emerald. Like Emerald is my cooking idol of all time.
Yeah.
He got me involved. He got me. I before I even loved to cook, before I loved anything about cooking, it was all about Emerald. He was fucking yelling "Bam!" He's fucking got people cheering when he put the red pepper, whatever he put on. He was fucking cheering. He put a little extra alcohol, the whole place go wacko. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
A fucking man. Like I love Gordon Ramsay, but I didn't grow up on him. I grew up on Emerald.
Well, I think that would be a good show, man. You know what? Bowers gave me a great idea for my 1041 podcast because I was like, I tried to be funny for it for a minute, and then it wasn't working.
Yeah.
And then I went back to being serious again. But he was like, what if you did the whole hour like you're doing, going through whatever crime or murder you're talking about, and then do what you used to do like when you had the motor pugs. He's like, you always whipped our ass in the joke challenge because you like to get in this weird topic and then just writing crazy jokes off of that weird topic. Like, hey, Abraham Lincoln, go. Then I'm really good at writing weird jokes about Abraham Lincoln. So he's like, do your hour of true crime, whatever murder or crime you're on, and then afterward, give them 5 minutes of stand-up that you wrote about that crime or that murderer. So if it's Jeffrey Dahmer, you hear me talk about Jeffrey Dahmer for an hour, and then boom afterward. Oh, here's 5 minutes I wrote of comedy on Jeffrey Dahmer. I think it's a great fucking little twist.
Because one of the things I enjoy about that podcast that you do so much is that the seriousness of it and the research of it.
Right. Because I go deep.
Yeah, you do. And I was hooked on that fucking, when you first dropped it, all those episodes, me and my lady were fucking hooked. We're laying in bed listening to it. Like,
yeah.
We were
the unsolved cases are awesome.
Yeah, we were laying in bed listening like it was a Netflix show we were into.
Right.
So like I was so into it because it was so the true crime aspect and the way you break it down in your voice and your research and just your type A personality shit and just crushing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that the idea of at the end doing that, like it's like a relief at the end because
now it's not unsolved murders either. It's like, oh, let's talk about Bonnie and Clyde, like it was my last episode. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I could talk about them for the hour. So it's like you're listening to a documentary, and then, and here's what my brain does with all that information. Yeah. Boom, here's 5 minutes of comedy on Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, and once I love that.
That's brilliant. That's fucking brilliant, bro.
I think it'll be good. I think it makes it like unlike any other true crime podcast out there.
And you, Sean, comedy and cooking. How great would that be for a show? Comedy and cooking. Fucking, that's perfect.
Well, it's really good. It's a great combination. But what has made me also realize is that I'm not a real chef. I didn't grow up.
Stop it.
And listen, the point is, I enjoy it so much, right?
Yes.
So me and Todd are gonna shoot a pilot on. I just called about an Airbnb. Like my friends in Indy have a bunch of Airbnbs. They're all empty, obviously. Me and Todd are gonna shoot a little pilot coming up.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're gonna be. Listen, I want to do a show where it's kind of like Bar Rescue, but for home bars.
Yeah.
So I want to I did a thing the other day. It came up out of nowhere about home bars, and I just on Twitter I said, "Hey, drop your home bar in the comments," and I got like 300 replies of people dropping pictures of their bar setups at their homes, and I was like, "This is a big market." And then Todd has this. Even I don't know, years ago, ever since I seen your barn, Todd.
Yeah. I have a cool shed in my backyard.
It's a shed barn.
Yeah, yeah.
Barn shed.
It's got a porch and a covered porch and shit on it. So, it kind of looks like a little cabin almost.
And we said, the day Todd bought that house, I went over to look at it. Is this big, awesome backyard, and where it's centered at the back is this shed that's a barn. And I was like, that has to be a bar. So I think we're going to shoot that hopefully in the next few weeks. Still working out details. Still talking.
That would be cool.
That we go there and we fucking shoot a pilot episode of this show, and it's an extension of $20 Chef. Like the point is that $20 Chef is bartending and cooking, and this why not rebuild people's home bars,
right?
Do that shit.
Bartend and we grill, and then that's what it is.
Because you bartended for a long time, you worked at a lot of bars.
Yeah,
I gotta get a charger. I gotta get a charger. I'll be back. I gotta get a charger.
So I think it's a great extension of who you already are as $20 Chef.
I mean, bartending is my favorite thing. Like wherever I'm at, I love making new drinks. I love making drinks. I love, it's like when I cook those tacos for my lady in the morning. It's the same thing of making a drink, like a taco and a drink. It's the same thing to me.
Yeah,
it's gonna do well.
If I had like 3 choices to go back and do something different to try to have a different life, like one of them, because I love to watch cooking shows. I love cooking. Like I think if I could have went back, I would have loved to have been a chef.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Just your whole life. Instead of regular high school, you go to a culinary high school in Italy or some shit, and then that would be awesome.
I wish I would have, instead of busboying, I wish I would have started in the back.
Yeah.
Like a dishwasher.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't
That's
make
what
it.
I did.
That's the problem.
That's what I did.
Yeah,
I started out.
Dishwasher
my first job.
Cook.
First job with the dishwasher. I was dishwasher, pool boy, bus boy, and room service.
No shit.
You were a pool boy?
I was pool boy, room service, bus boy, dishwasher.
Wait,
I did everything.
At a hotel or what?
Yeah, it was a hotel. It was fucking great. It was my first job ever. My last day of school in my junior year, I literally got in my car and I rode straight to the first hotel, which was like about half a mile from the school. Walked in, said, "Hey, can I apply for a job?" Went talked to the lady, and she goes, "Yep." And so I got hired. And I went home and go, "Daddy, I got a job." And so he go, "Well, be on time." And I said, "Okay." And so showed up, I was fucking. So, long story short, I had to do room service, and this lady, and granted, at the time, I had never been late before. So this lady goes, she answered the door for room service, and she had a little fucking like little negligee and shit on. She goes, just set it over there, and I did. She kind of bent over. I was like, and I had, and because I never got late before. I was like, oh god, everything started getting hot and shit. I couldn't breathe. I was like, and she goes, what time do you get off? I said, I guess around 8 or 9. She goes, why don't you come around room around 10? I said, oh, okay, right. So I was like, oh god, I'm gonna do it for the first time. And I was like, I'm doing it for the first time. So I happened to get off early, right? This I know the Lord was watching me. I happened to get off early, so I knocked on the lady's door, and some dude fucking opened the curtain, and go, what do you want? I was nothing, and I fucking. She fucking, I go, but I was like, but I was a man of my word. I told her I'd be there. So, and then some fucking dude answered in a fucking, with the sheet, with the curtain. He put the curtain around and he was naked. What do you want? And I fucking left. Yeah. I could have got later that night, but I didn't. That's true story, brother.
When you were going to leave at 10 o'clock, you came too early, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was almost done with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a wild move right there.
Yeah, true story, bro. Almost lost it.
Damn, dude.
That's savage.
That close. Yeah, I know.
Poor
I know.
guy.
Yeah,
I lost mine in the front seat of a car.
Yeah,
front
me
seat?
too.
That's my first one. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, the front seat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the passenger seat. You can do it.
Yeah, you go to the passenger seat. You can lay the fucking shit down. It's a much better station because in the back seat, this side of the back of the seat's always pushing you off, so you
Plus
can't
that little hump in the
gain
middle.
traction. Yeah,
the hump.
on a single captain's chair that lays down, you got shit you can grip on shit.
And you're too young to cramp up.
Yeah.
So,
Unless you're a wrestler and you're pulling weight, then you might.
Yeah.
I remember the girl I was dating that I lost my virginity to. I remember after I was in summer league basketball, I'd come over for her parents were at work and shit. I would get it on, and then I remember I was at her house one night. We were laying there reading a magazine or something, in her bed, like just like relaxing with the door open. And her mom comes in and goes, Sean, and the girl's name, would you guys please come in the living room? And I was like, okay. They sat us down, her parents, and she goes, now we know you guys are having sex. And we want you guys.
Awesome.
Now, Sean, we want you to know we've told our daughter that the man that she has sex with, she has to look at him like that's her husband, and this is how it is from now on.
You're like, yeah, that's what I was thinking too, ma'am.
I was like, husband, bro. I'm 17, bro. And I ended up, we broke up. That shit scared me so bad. We broke up. Bro.
No shit. Yeah, man. They did that shit. Yeah.
Your fucking parents called me in the living room. What the fuck? What are you doing?
Yeah. My brother was having sex with my mom. My mom had an Isuzu tracker or whatever the fuck it was. Remember those little trackers?
Yeah, all the lesbians
some kind of tracker. It was, it was
all the
four-wheel
lesbians.
drive.
Yeah.
My mom had one of those. She was all happy because I had bought her car off of her because I had a good busboy job. I was making money. And my brother's a big boy. He's like 350 pounds now.
Yeah.
And he's always been a big boy. And I guess he was having some girl on top of his lap there riding him in the driver's seat like a maniac. And it broke the seat. And my mother comes in the car. My mom was a hothead, and she gets in the car one day and the seat's it's sitting a little funny, And my brother was honest. And he told her, and she goes, "Nobody having sex in my tracker but me. I have sex in my tracker, not you." And I was like, "You having sex in the tracker?"
Mom, what the fuck?
Tracker, little fucking tracker, dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking great. That's fucking great.
I just needed you to yell at my brother. I didn't need you to inform me about how fucked up your sex life was. Right
and
now.
my friend Marco was at my house, and my mother said that to my brother. "You have sex in my tracker." "Nobody has sex in my tracker but me."
Good fucking times. Good times, brother.
Jesus Christ.
1.5 clean this time. I'm more sober this time. More sober.
I am not. I know
you're not. You got
I am out there.
Moonshine and what do you call it? What do you got, Todd? Moonshine and that other shit you're drinking.
These cookies. Oh, and I got moonshine and some of this Cedar Ridge bourbon.
Fuck, man. How do you fucking mix those shits? What are you drinking?
They have different flavors.
What? Back in here because you're slurring your words.
They got the biggest bottle of fucking bourbon they had at the liquor store.
Nice.
I mean, I got a big ass head. Look how big this is.
They got different flavors. That's what you said. They got different flavors. You're dragging, Todd. I can tell, man. It's
Listen,
great.
Kentucky, they might not pitch much money into the federal pot when it comes to taxes. They might take out $100 billion a year from the the Mitch McConnell led action. But what they can do is they know how to produce this, dude.
Nice.
Hey,
the bullet.
You're one trick pony. That one trick though.
I'll take it all day. And they got good barbecue down there too. They got They got a drink and eat there. You know what I mean? I mean, listen.
What more could you ask for?
That's what you need. You need
a
lot of
my cousin Mike just said right now you haven't had my shine. He makes real good beer, has for a long time. If you're making moonshine right now, Mikey, then you let me know because I'll come get some of it for sure. It's my new favorite thing. It's smooth. It's more smooth than whiskey, bourbon, or vodka, and it's stronger. Moonshine? Yeah, so it's smoother.
Yeah, you don't know what the level of alcohol. You don't know what the fuck's going on. 0 to 100 real quick. Now bourbon is also. I mean, but at least you know you have a measuring point. With moonshine, you know what the fuck you're doing. You might as well be sipping Everclear. That's some maniac thing.
But look, this is how much I didn't know about drinking. I went to a party in college, and they had. It's my first time around trash can punch, and so I go, I'm not a big drinker, so
we called it crick water.
Everclear.
Same thing, yeah. It's the Everclear punch. Yeah.
I didn't know, and I ate the peaches. I go, I'm good. I'll eat the peach. Yeah, no one told me. And next thing you know, I'm hurling. So I end up. They laid me down in this room, but I remember this girl who I had sex with. I remember I was kind of like this. I look up and some dude's fucking. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I went back to sleep. I was like, it's not like she's my girl. And I went back to fucking sleep, and I was out. And my buddy, we stayed the night there. And the next morning, we drove back to OU, University of Oklahoma. And the whole way I was throwing up outside his window of his truck. I was like, I remember that. And he had to fucking wash the truck the next day. I didn't even know. He goes, man, I had to wash my truck because all you did was throw up the whole way there. And he laughed at me. And I was throwing up. I remember that shit.
That's
no one told me that the fruit kept in the
it's even stronger. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now I know that shit now. Yeah.
It's so funny that every community has that Everclear punch, but we all called it something different. Like literally, the trash can punch that you're talking about. Yeah. That's what we called crick water, and it was the same. It was the same shit. And you probably had a name for it when you guys were in high school, Sean.
Punch. It was. No, we called it. I'll go ahead, but I'll think about it.
Yeah. Well, in Minnesota they call it a Wapatui.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Minnesota they call it a Wapatui. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So every place has it. Yeah, crick water. I just call it trash can punch.
Yeah, jungle juice, same thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Either way, it got you fucked up.
No, when I was 18, I graduated in Yuma, Arizona, but all my really good
Harry
friends,
Buffalo, that's another one. Correct.
My really good friends all were still in South Carolina. So for senior week, you get graduate, go party. I went to Myrtle Beach, and we had a hotel, and they filled a tub up, all fruit, and just dumping bottles of Everclear with the fucking juice and shit.
Yeah.
And that was my introduction, and that was a wrap on that. You almost died drinking that shit, man. That was unbelievable.
You just didn't. You never knew how many bottles of Everclear were being poured in there.
Oh,
it's like,
but the weird part is like no one cleaned the tub.
No, like in our instance, you just hauled some horse trough over there that somebody hosed out until it stopped. The water stopped being gray. It's like,
are you fucking serious?
Yeah, and then you line it.
I was at some shit hotel in Myrtle Beach drinking fucking juice out of this shithole tub.
Oh,
Jesus. We didn't know any better. We thought we always saw
in a hotel tub. So many nasty asses
That's even worse.
Have been in there.
Hotel tub. That's even worse.
And it wasn't like a nice hotel. It was one where you walk to the front door and you're outside.
Hey, like Louis C.K. said,
Yes.
the kind of hotel where the manager gets killed because he didn't have $12.
Remember that episode of Louis? Whenever his manager booked him at a hotel, when you walk out the door and you're outside.
Yeah.
Oh. I told you I ain't doing these gigs anymore. By the way, have you guys watched his new special on his website?
Yes.
I heard it was really good. I haven't seen it yet.
But you know what? It's great. I love it. It's typical Louis. But man, there's a little part when he talks about like boys and a little bit of pedophilia. It's kind of like unnerving in a way.
Really?
Yeah, man. Like
He addressed the situation.
he definitely addressed his situation, but yeah, which is it's funny, and he skirted around it, and it was funny, and he addressed it, and he moved on. But the part he talked about, like it's kind of like pedophilia. It's about boys and shit. Like, I don't like young boys, but I get it, and he like typical Louis, he makes it funny, but man. A lot of that, it was kind of like, ugh, like
did we need to? I mean, I get you like to show you're a master of talking about things you shouldn't be able to talk about and making people laugh.
But he said it in no kind of way like I think he likes young boys. The way he said it, he goes, okay, I'm not trying. He goes, I'm not. He goes, but I get it. He goes, not like I'm like, what? He goes, I get it. He goes, and he was telling how he was at a
You're
airport.
like, but I don't get it.
Yeah, man. But it's typical Louis. Louis, to me personally, he's the best comic there is, and he's the best comic in the last. For me, 20
really?
years. But you're splitting hairs
Over Chappelle.
Him. That's what I'm saying. Him and Chappelle and Burr.
Chappelle's my guy.
Well, the reason I agree more than Chappelle is because to me Chappelle is too. I think the special is great. I just feel like it's addressing society in the moment more. Like I like it more of a Sebastian Maniscalco, right?
Right.
I know. Yeah.
That's my shit where he's just tapping in and he indulges it so much. Like I love the social commentary of Chappelle. I think it's great. I love
that shit. Yeah.
Me too. But there's just I also enjoy the part of not thinking and just laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just funny stuff.
Yeah, just like and also the ability to like resurrect memories and thoughts and take you to a place like when Sebastian Maniscalco, like the way like when he talks about Whole Foods in their aisle of potions.
Yeah,
and I'm like, why didn't I think of that? I go to Whole Foods with my lady all the time, and there's that aisle of soaps and potions. And I'm like, when he does like on the round.
In Arizona.
That's in theater.
Oh God,
I performed on that stage a few times. It's an amazing little spot. That's where you feel free, where everybody's around you. You know?
Yeah. That was my God, because I downloaded that shit. Yeah. I literally watched that special at least once a week for a month. I fucking love Louis. Don't get me wrong. I just love comedy, period. But to me, Louis, I could watch Louis, Chappelle, Burr forever.
And all day.
And you know what? I love them all. But the funny thing about it is, to me, who makes me laugh the hardest is Dave Attell. Dave Attell.
Oh my God,
makes me laugh harder than anybody.
What's his special? I look through my phone all the time. It's so
in his prime, man. I don't know if anybody could top it,
dude. He was so quick. He was like Floyd Mayweather in his prime.
Yeah.
He really was. He's so quick. You couldn't touch that motherfucker. You didn't know where the joke
was special right
from.
Here. Skanks
for the memories. Yes.
Yeah. That's the best one.
Oh my God.
No filler. It's just tight and it is great. Yeah, that
is fucking just bam, 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 bam. And you know what I love about it? It's so dirty and good and creative and fast and
it's everything.
It's just it's
everything.
When I first started stand-up, I went to the Improv in Tempe. He was there, and that was when he was on the pinnacle because of Insomniac with David Tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he came to that club, and I remember everybody wanted to hang out so bad we couldn't because the owner was going out with him because they were filming that fucking show.
Yeah.
And they were in Scottsdale or whatever, Arizona at the time, 2001. But Jesus Christ, dude, 480 people a night packed in that bitch every show. That guy was just hammering. And he was so funny and so nice.
He's one of the huge tippers too in comedy.
Yeah, he is. And you know what else he is? He's just a good dude. Like also just a nice fucking guy. I ran into him in the airport a few times. Like and I was early on in my career where I was like, I'm a comedian. He's a comedian. And I would talk to him, and I remember I'd strike up a small talk, and I just remember him like He must have had 50 shots of Jaeger last night. Fucking did drugs, bunch of coke. Like, and I'm just some shit box open micer in his ear. And he must have been like, "Will this guy get the fuck out of my face?"
Yeah.
But he didn't say it. He was just a nice guy. Like, yeah, man, I love the Tempe Improv. You know, just being a gentleman while he could have just looked at me and goes, "Can you get your fucking lazy eye out of my face? You open my kid."
Yeah.
I did an 8-ball and drank a half a bottle of Jaeger last night.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
But you know what though? It's funny if you watch Bumping Mics with him and Jeff Ross.
Yeah.
It's like Jeff Ross even knows that he's better. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. I mean, Jeff Ross gets the accolades for the roast, but even he knows who the man is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I wish Bowers hadn't left for you to bring this up because he has this thing that he said. I think he used it on stage, but he goes, I just watched that new show with Jeff Ross and Dave Attell, and I think they should rename it. Oh, God damn, Dave Attell's way funnier than Jeff Ross.
That's funny.
Every time I watch it, that's exactly what I thought. I'm like, boy, good for Jeff Ross for getting up there to, help Attell showcase himself.
Yeah. I mean, they all know who the man is. I mean, it's just the truth, man.
Someone asked about Jason Wheatley asked about Dennis Leary. He's the biggest hack in comedy history. He's the biggest thief and joke thief. Fucking not only did he steal jokes, he stole the persona. He stole bits word for word. He wishes he was the best thing that happened to Dennis Leary was Bill Hicks dying.
Yeah.
That's what I think about Dennis Leary, his hack ass shit. Even his whole asshole thing is a stolen bit from fucking Louis C.K. Leary is dog shit. He's a hack.
Yeah.
Stanhope is great. Chris D'Elia is great.
Oh yeah.
Stanhope is awesome.
Stanhope's really good. If everyone should catch one Doug Stanhope show live in their life, I feel like
it's so good, dude. When I first started, one time he got in a fight with the improv manager, the owner, and we my little group of comedians that we thought we were the best in town, when you're at that level, you're like, we're the standouts, we're gonna be stars.
Yeah.
We had a little show down every Sunday, like half a mile, maybe a quarter mile from the improv every Sunday night. And fucking Stanhope got in an argument with the owner, and he came down to our show and just crushed. And we used to get crowds, little fucking 80-person crowds in there. And it was one of the first times I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
We thought we were crushing and we were dog shit.
Yeah. Man, isn't that the best when you think you're the shit and then all of a sudden the guy with the big dick comes out and go, this is how you do it, guys. And then you go, okay, I got some more work to do.
Oh my God. You know one of the best ones for that for me was Mike Birbiglia. When the first time I ever came to New York.
Yeah.
Some corny ass promoter made us all fucking think we were gonna be some big shit. He got it like my fucking year or two in. This guy named Stevie D, a promoter. Obviously, he's a good guy. His name's Stevie D. And he wore one of those hats, right?
Oh, yeah.
We had to pay for our own plane tickets, but it was going to be a big deal. Mm-hmm. The booker from Catch a Rising Star was going to be there. In Atlantic City, he gets us a gig, and all the big bookers were going to be there. By the way, it was the worst gig of my life. It was the only time I've ever been like terrified at a hotel. There was no sheets on the bed. And the place was a fucking nightmare. The whole night was just like gunshots and it was maniac, right? Anyways, we said the next night we all had a group meeting. After the show, we're like, this show's going nowhere. No one's coming to this show. It's a corny bar show and nobody at it. We've been duped by Stevie D. So we all said, fuck it. We pooled our money. And we got a hotel in New York, went to the comedy club. I forgot which one it was. We watched Mike Birbiglia destroy a room like I never seen happen live in my life.
Really?
And I was like, I am dog shit. This is real comedy. What we do is absolutely nothing. And that was one of those times where I was just like, holy Christ.
Yeah.
I'm in for some shit.
Yeah. I think that every time I watch Gary Goldman, I'm like, I got to fucking just redo my life. Like I can't write a fucking joke. Look at that fucking guy. You know what I mean? Like he and like Chad Daniels. Sometimes I'll watch him and I'm like, God damn it!
I love Chad Daniels.
That guy.
Right.
I don't care who you are. You could go in front of Chad Daniels, and you could have. And I don't care who you are. Famous comedians, not famous comedians. the single best set of your life right before he goes up, and 10 minutes into him going,
It's
they
done.
don't remember you
It's
happened.
done.
Probably
Yeah.
5 minutes in.
Yeah.
You know who else is great is you know who's underrated? Judah Freelander.
Oh, my
Really?
God.
See, I've never seen him live.
That
Amazing.
motherfucker. His Netflix special was fucking underrated. Judah Freelander is fucking funny,
He's
man.
amazing. You ever see his shit where I've been to a bunch of shows with him since I moved to New York, and I've gone up before him a bunch of times. He has this thing where he talks about becoming the president. He's running for president, and he goes, and then he opens up the floor for questioning so that people can ask him where he stands on things. Oh my God!
Yeah, he's funny. He's quick. It's everything, man. He's great.
Yeah,
he's great.
He's unbelievable. That guy is something else, dude.
Guys,
You know what? When I was on tour, I had a production gig with American Idol.
Yeah.
In like 2006 or something. And I got in New York. We were here for New York. And I was trying to con my way into guest sets while I was on this tour.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd be like, I'm in town with American Idol. I'm a comedian. I opened for it, blah, blah, blah. And a couple of cities fell for it, right? So I got a show at a club in New York, and I'm pumped, and I'm about to go up. And I pull this American Idol bullshit. All I was doing was setting up the fanfare in the front. I was a booth setter-upper. I was a production guy. And I was milking it.
right.
And this fucking guy, right before I go on, he goes, "Oh, sorry, man, Jude Freelander just came in. Got to bump you, you know?" And I was like, "Okay." So I sat there and I go, and I watched this man just destroy the room.
He's
and
fucking great.
That was his old gig he had with the hat, with the champion. He was the world champion.
World champion.
Yeah.
And that was when he was still doing the world champion bits.
Yes.
Crushing,
Dude, he's fucking great, man.
He's so good. He's so nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
You'd never know. Walk off stage, whatever.
You know who was great? I watched The Degenerate season 2. This woman called Adriana Lapapaloochi. She closed on The Degenerate season 2, the one with Miss Pat. Mm-hmm. And Donnell Rawlings, I thought he was gonna close. He went before her. That's how fucking she crushed, dude. Her Adriana Lapapaloochi is fucking funny.
Yeah, because somebody just asked who are the best like comedians we know that people haven't heard of. So that's one for sure. Chad Daniels, we said that. Like
Big J,
a lot of people are starting
funny.
to finally. It's been a long time coming. People are figuring out who he is. But
Big J
if you haven't, check
fucking
him out.
funny. Yeah, Big J Okerson.
Everybody in the comments is fire except for, to me, Dennis Leary. Now, is Dennis Leary funny if you don't know the backstory? Yes. But if you want to know about Dennis Leary, just Google Dennis Leary steals Bill Hicks.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't, and then also you can see that when Louis C.K. goes on one of the late shows or does some podcast and talks about how Dennis Leary stole his whole fucking thing about the asshole.
Well, didn't Dane Cook supposedly steal some Louis C.K. stuff too?
Well,
and he had him on the show.
Episode?
Yeah, and he had him on the show too. I had him on his show and kind of addressed that.
Yeah, they were backstage at MG. At
Louis still feels like he did because he wouldn't say, "No, I don't think you did," because that was kind of awkward. You're like, "Yeah." He was like, "He's like, well, the best he would answer it was, whether you did or you didn't." Like, he's like, but we're past it. Yeah.
He said, "Look, Dan Cook, you're like a rocket that's going to the sky, right? And the jets, they suck stuff up. Remember when that conversation they had backstage at the Lady Gaga concert?
Mm-hmm.
And, and you're just like this rocket. You don't even realize, and you're collecting, you're sucking stuff up. And I feel like my bit got sucked up.
Yeah. That's exactly how he put it. Yeah.
I don't really think that Dane Cook is like looking at a bit and saying, I'm going to steal that bit.
Yeah.
And people shit on Dane Cook, man, but Dane Cook's so funny.
Dane Cook in his day, I mean, he's still funny, don't get me wrong, but man, I watched him come up when I lived in LA and go to Dublin's on Tuesday night.
Oh, you were there? You were at Dublin's?
Dude, I was there. I mean, honestly, and it's a true story. I still say the best set of people don't realize Dublin's was almost like the White Apollo. It was just a regular bar club, and on Tuesday night, they literally would take a booth and they put a piece of plywood, that was a stage, and a fucking microphone, and it was so jam. It was literally standing room only, and it was a who's who of fucking. I mean, you understand? It was Alonzo Bowden, Tammy Pescatelli, Darren Carter, fucking Lisa Lampanelli, what's his name? Ralphie May. They all would go up and fucking Dane Cook would destroy that. I mean, it would rumble. But here's what I remember also though. after Dane Cook, all that energy, and he would do shit like physically, and I mean just destroy. And Alonzo Bowden would come on right after him, sit in a stool, and bring the microphone up to him, and he go, "What's up, Dublin?" And he would sit there and do all new material for like 15 minutes, and sometime it worked, and sometime it didn't. But that's where he's where
He
is
would
at.
go after Dane
Yes,
Cook to do
and
that. Wow.
And for all that energy to be still in the room, and he brought it down to his level, motherfucker. You had to see it, you had to be there. But that's where I respected those dudes so much, man.
How the comments on top of the video now?
That's kind of cool.
I think I hit some. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Do you want to see him up there?
Nah. In fact, I like him on the side.
He's right. Greg Giraldo, and Patrice
What year was that, by
O'Neal.
the way? What year was that, by the way, BT? Because I moved to LA at the end of 04, and I knew about Dublin's, but I had never experienced it.
Dublin's, I think, okay, like the first Dublin's went under around 2004 because they had like Dublin's 2. It was basically down the street and around the block, and it never really took off like Dublin's 1.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it was around. I'm gonna have to say it was around 2001, 2002.
Yeah, that'd have been early.
Dude, you don't understand. And so I remember one time when I would go up, Jay really didn't. I mean,
Was Butch Bradley going up then too?
I think so. I think so.
He's a crusher. He's a killer.
I just remember, like, I went up there and I felt the crowd. I was losing the crowd, and I thought, fuck, right? But I stayed in the pocket, and I just kept doing joke after joke after joke. And finally, you kind of hear the people kind of coming back to me. And I finished up so fucking strong that Jay said, the look on his face said, "Oh my God, you fucking got him back." And I just knew that was the best set I've ever fucking did. I remember that because I was losing them. But I stayed in the pocket. I said, "BT, slow down. Get them to come to your level. Just slow down." And I did that shit. And that was the best set I've ever fucking had to this day. Just because of the situation. And I even had a better set than Dane that night. And I really did. I remember that. I mean, Dane was cool, don't get me wrong. He was great. But that night, man, it could have went so ugly. But I just kept in the pocket. I didn't speed up because I'm losing. I didn't speed up like I normally do. And so talking like this. I slowed up and I just kept doing joke after joke after joke after joke after joke after joke after take this motherfucker. And man, I finished that set and I swear to God, I walked back to my car going, "Fuck yeah, BT, you got something." And then, 2 years later, I moved here. So yeah, but yeah, man, I remember that shit, dude. That was
that's nice.
Yeah,
dude,
man.
those are the best sets when you come for whatever reason start out of a hole. And then you bring them around, and by the time they fucking love you, you're like, you feel, I don't know, 1,000 times better than any good set you're ever going to have when that happens.
Yeah.
Plus they didn't know me, and I wasn't like that big name. Like like Ralphie already had a little bit of coming in, and everybody else had a little bit coming in. I think that was when the first Last Comic Standing had dropped, so everybody had a little juice.
Oh,
coming
Jay
in.
Moore was probably going up then.
Yeah, but I never saw Jake. I mean, he probably did. I was never there when he did it, but I remember like they had trouble getting Faison Love would go up drunk and they couldn't get him off. I heard stories about that. I think that was there that what's his name who got drunk and got his ass beat. He used to be friends with Felipe Esparza. What's his name?
Willie Barcena.
Willie Barcena.
That's my guy.
Oh yeah, that video.
I mean, I love Willie, but Willie would get drunk and he'd be like, "Oh shit."
Oh, yeah. He's
I liked Willie. I really do.
Drunk.
I love Willie, but when Willie was on that shit, I had to leave because it wasn't going to end well for one of us. You know what I mean? I liked him, but I didn't want it to get to that. So I just left. So I was like,
because he's a big wrestler fighter guy. He's a huge wrestler.
Oh yeah, but Adam Hunter beat his ass. I heard Adam Hunter beat his ass. Yeah.
Well,
really? They got into it?
They got something happened at the Ha room, and he got off stage, and I heard Adam Hunter beat his ass.
From what I understand, I mean, Willie, when you know how it is, like, you get drunk as shit. Willie's a drinker, like tequila bottle, full bottle.
Yeah.
And back then, Willie was getting fucking wrecked. So yeah, he probably got. I mean, I heard he got beat up too.
Yeah, but Adam Hunter, but Willie had.
What he did, go tell some real jokes right before Adam.
One thing you can never beat out of Willie. Willie is an original writer.
Yeah.
Willie trained me. I used to under his wing. Like Willie taught. He treated comedy like a 9-to-5 blue collar job. He would go to Denny's at 9 a.m. in the back corner in Silver Lake, and he would write. He would listen to a set from the night before and write until 5 p.m. every day.
I think he's so funny.
Yeah, Willie
Let-
You watch his.
Well, he introduced me to him that one time, and we hung out all night at Morty's, and he went up, and dude, he has that whole like, I like guys that are like a boa constrictor. Like he goes up there, and at first the crowd was like, "Wait a minute, I don't know what's going on exactly," and then he just started coiling around him, and by the end of the set, he fucking had him. It was beautiful. And then he was a good ass time to hang out with.
Yeah, but he definitely. I've definitely heard he got bested that night.
I just remember. I think it was my buddy Darren. You know Darren Carter. Darren in his heyday. Darren, did the beatboxing. And I think Willie goes in. He goes, "I do jokes, bro. I do jokes, bro. Bro, I do jokes, bro."
Willie has no problem telling anybody what he thinks.
Yeah.
Love it. You could beat him up, but at the end of the day, he's so pure to the sport of comedy.
Yeah.
But now he's like, I talk to him still on a regular basis, decently regular basis. And he's so much more yoga chi because
good for him. Good.
Chi fucked off, getting shit canned, fighting people for so many years.
He and Jay Leno were like this.
Oh yeah, he did like 10, 15 Tonight Show.
I think he could have had stuff with Leno, and then I think if you watch it, I watched one. It was him, and I want to say Charlie Sheen. I think it was, but anyway, you see Willie's kind of fucked up, and so Willie's, he was before Sheen or whatever, or I think it was Charlie Sheen, but after the show's over, you see him shaking hands. He shook hands with him like twice, and you see like the look like, are you fucked up? We just shook hands. Like you see him like, man, like it was just getting ugly, and I was like, God damn it, Willie, you're fucking up, bro. You know?
I know, yeah, he did. He knows now, and I mean, I've hung out with him so much, in LA, and he's just trained me so many times. And I had a room, and he'd be like, "What's this? What are you doing in there? What's this? What's that? You stop this. What are you doing?" Like he just don't care. Like if you don't like him, he's okay with it. But man, what a great trainer! He's a really amazing. That guy's an amazing dude. But yeah, he knows. He'll be the first one to tell you how much he fucked up. People are like, bro, don't do what I did, dog.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He'll tell you.
Well, you know what? I just remember like we had I guess it was a showcase for the same night. And matter of fact, my old manager is Sebastian Maniscalco's manager. That's and she's also Taylor Tomlinson and Whitney Cummings' manager. And so I was one,
wow.
I thought I was the shit. I had a manager. She was there with me. I was at the Laugh Factory. Shit's going. I'm feeling myself. And I thought I had a pretty good set. And Willie goes up, and I'm supposed to be like in my shit, but man, it's like you said, Todd. It was like a boa constrictor because I was like, this dude's fuck. And I started laughing out loud to the point my manager looked at me like, shut the fuck up. We're trying to get a deal here. You know what I mean? but I didn't give a shit. My thing has always been, man, if somebody's funny, I'm not going to act like they're not because I'm trying to get something. And I tell you what, and here's what I learned from being in LA is that my manager at the time, she kind of framed it when we talk. Like, hey, did I get this show? And they go, nope, they gave it to Alonzo Bowden, I guess. But she made it sound like we were competing against each other. And so, and at that time, I had never met Alonzo. And so, but I had in my head, I didn't like him. Like, man, this fucking guy's getting everything. But because it was the way she, framed it in our conversations. And then I met him, and he was so nice and so gracious. I felt like a piece of shit for hating him. I didn't even meet him. And after that, I said, I'm done with this LA kind of being shit. I'm just going to be,
it's very cutthroat, edgy like that. It doesn't make you feel like that.
Yeah, and I felt bad. I didn't even know that I had animosity. And when I met him, I was like, oh my God, what a piece of shit I am for not even liking this guy. And now I meet him, and now we're like this, man. That's my dude, man.
They make you feel like there's only room for one person in LA.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Jason Benicki Critchlow wants to know if any of you guys got to work with Brody Stevens.
Brody was great.
He used to come to Morty's all the time.
Dude, you want to see a guy turn a room upside down?
Yeah.
When you think it's unturned upside downable, oh my God, dude.
Till this day, the hardest I ever laughed was when he had just had a website, and it said some people call Justin Timberlake the Black Usher, and man, I laughed and I fucking laughed and I laughed and I fucking laughed.
That's his byline on his website.
This was like when a website first. The big thing was websites back then. That's how long ago I go back. When the big thing was, you got a website. I went to it, and I just laughed so fucking hard. And I told him that, and he was like, "Thanks." And he was. When I saw him, he was always cool to me, and he had that unique delivery and his whole style was so good. I fucking love that dude. That hurt so bad. I fucking love that dude, man.
I couldn't get enough of that guy. We used to have a room.
Yeah.
My buddy I moved to LA with in 04 named Mark Fry had a room at North Hollywood at the fucking Universal City. It was like they had a horse and all that. It was Saddle Ranch.
Yes. With the mechanical bull. I rode that motherfucker.
They had a room called Saddle Ranch. And so that was our Tuesday night room.
Yeah.
And you never knew what you're going to get. It could be good. It could be bad. We didn't care. My buddy got a $300 bar budget every Tuesday. So we didn't care. Like I got to get in there and everybody got a $30 budget. You got a set. And then the bartenders are cool. So they give you food drinks. So you get drunk as shit. And you do that. But we would all be dying in that room. And Brody Stevens would come in and just do what Brody Stevens does. Walk in the room without a microphone, just being loud. And it was a humongous room, dude. And he would just do what he does. And it was unbelievable. Anytime you got to catch that guy crush.
Yes.
When everybody else died, he would crush. And that was like a special thing because you just didn't know. He just connected in a different manner. And it was just unbelievable. I love watching his videos.
Oh, yeah, man. I love Brody.
You know who else did that? Scruncho.
I never worked with Scruncho. Oh
my God, bro. He opened my eyes one time in LA. I got a job. I got this room in Hermosa Beach, and it was empty. It was probably like 15 people on the edge of the room, along the walls.
Yeah.
The middle's empty. We all bombed ugly. This is an 05 clean.
Yeah.
Everybody's bombing ugly in this room, right? And he goes up, and he holds the mic at his waist almost because he's yelling so loud.
Yeah.
And he walks the room. He's not on the stage. He's walking the room. I watched a guy. I was so paranoid. I was so scared to go up in this room. I'm like, I'm going to die. I am going to be absolutely embarrassed. And I go up and I bomb ugly. And I'm sitting on the side all sad, after you bomb in there. And then fucking Scruncho goes up and he fucking destroys the 12 or 15 people in this room. And he's talking. He's got the mic. When he talks, the mic's like right here. And he just crushes. And it was so eye-opening for me. I was like, it's always possible. That's when I started to learn, like, it's possible. Yeah. Like, whenever you think it can't be done, somebody can walk in here and do it.
Yeah, man. That's the beauty. That was the beauty of LA, man. Watching dudes like that do that shit. I fucking loved it.
Hey, Sean, somebody said you're echoing. Pull your earbuds out and plug them back in real quick.
Yeah.
Nick Pepin, are you having a stroke?
Maybe it was only Nick.
Nick Pepin, are you having a stroke?
Nick, you're echoing, bro. Who's Nick?
But then I guess everybody else ain't hearing the echo.
Maybe Nick's having a stroke, man.
He might be.
He fucked up.
You guys sound funny.
No, you guys. Oh fuck, Nick's having an actual stroke.
No. What's that? This first step in your opinion.
If somebody.
I was trying to read that too without my glasses. I'm like, I can't get through it.
Yep, Nick's having a stroke. Nick just had a fucking stroke.
The first step, bro, is call 911.
No, do you smell toast? You smell toast? It's over, bro. It's fucking over.
Shit, boys. We're at 3 hour mark again.
We made it.
Goddamn, guys.
All right.
Good stories, man. You guys are fucking awesome, dude.
Loved hanging out as always.
The podcast again, Todd?
Do what? Yeah, absolutely. I put this out as a bonus of Funtown. I was very high for most of us. I was just listening, enjoying stories, and I had a good ass fucking time.
Hey, man,
so
make sure,
it's awesome.
If we do this next week, make sure you fucking hit me up Thursday night and say, hey, don't forget your fucking
I will.
Your drink, because I next week I want to be fucked up and do this like you guys. I want to have a little drink, like I'm a grown up instead of being a fucking like I'm still 16 and I got a wrestling meet tomorrow, so I want to be in great shape. I mean, I want to be like you guys, be an adult. I want to get an adult beverage. I want to sip it like my dad used to and get drunk and like sip it. I want to be like you guys next week. So next week I'm gonna fucking drink. I'm gonna drink my ass up next week.
Sounds awesome. All right. Okay. Hey, love you guys. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you guys.
Love all you guys on the side. Thanks for watching live.
Guys. Yeah.
Oh yeah, later, boys.
See you, boys.
Later. Peace.